Oh no, they're throwing shoes at me and rocks. Oh my. Oh. And poop. Oh, oh, it's gonna take a second. Okay, hello, dreamers, and welcome to High Road. When last we left our heroes, they were invited to a dangerous occasion dinner.
Yeah, in the Ilk Girls tradition, it's a free for all, so you got
Yeah, so
you gotta fight everyone to get your food.
My bet's on Lumi.
Damn, that's a solid bet. Not gonna lie.
yep.
You might win that bet.
So various ilk heroes have just come in and carrying the tables, and the food is not far behind. However, some of our party members are a little less comfortable with this invitation to dine. Will we uncover new historical moments of intrigue and pain? Will there be betrayals, upsets, and what are these events that they're referring to happening tomorrow that they're happy to have you witness? We're going to find out tonight on Diesel Shop. Unless everybody makes an excuse to leave during dinner, and then Bardiga, by which I mean Tento, by which I mean Bardiga, is stuck there trying to make small talk, pretending to be Tento.
Bet, let's go.
So, dreamers, hello.
Hello.
Do.
Why is Tyr hurt? What happened? When did he get hurt?
Remember when you did all the fighting?
Oh. That's why I can't see Tyr hurt. Yeah, let's see, where's the link again?
Man, who would have thunk that? Wow! Are you okay, Casey?
It's an easy mistake to make.
I wonder why I can't see the game.
I was busy having cereal in the dumbest way possible, okay?
I preferred the idea that she went to mouse over as if though she was scrolling. Oh wait, where's the map? And then realized she wasn't on Foundry.
So, you were doing what? That occupied you.
Eating cereal in the dumbest way possible.
This is actually the Diesel Shot special. No. Share with the class.
Okay, but imagine cereal and the milk, but separate.
Why would you do that?
But you just mix it in your stomach.
You know what? You're right. I think this is not something I should argue. You are correct. I am the stupid one. Why make it easier for yourself? Just make it harder.
All right, this is why we're here. We're here to teach the Ilk heroes how to eat cereal properly.
Is cereal a thing in this world, or is it just oats and milk? Is that considered cereal?
I feel like they probably are not. The way that we consume milk and the way that people historically consume milk are a bit different. But I would be.
How did milk get invented? If it's I imagine it's very
1863 is when it gets invented.
What the fuck? Why do you know that?
I googled it. I had no
Okay, I was gonna say how'd you find that out? You just knew that. You sound so confident about it. I was like, damn, you just knew that shit.
That's because I was reading that shit off Google. No, so yeah, Orochi excuses himself to go have a fly about the tree.
We'll have a
Lonnie's just like thinking, just like, take me with you. Take me with you.
Yeah.
They want to talk to you.
Yeah, so Leonakos spreads a hand and says, "Come, O honored guest of the Glyake, sit by my side, and let us enjoy the fine meals." And this strapping fellow with his instrument at his side looks at Tento and says, "Oh, Bardiga, why don't you join us? We're going to have a fine meal, and I suspect one you've not tasted in some time." And to clarify, you haven't entirely covered your body, Marks, have you? Or are you trying to, like...
They are covered, at least the wrists and the legs.
Alright, so you've done your best to make it so that, like, it looks like you could just be, like, any other halfling.
Yes.
Says, Come, have you, are you from Midori Shire, or perhaps further afield?
Yeah, Midorishire.
Oh, always happy to have our cousins from across the gap. Several people kind of like roll their eyes and seem less enthusiastic to hear someone from Midori Shire is here, but this gentleman seems sincere.
Oh, he's such a nice guy.
Yeah.
You know what? Not feeling too hungry at the moment.
He's like, well, do at least get some of the tea they'll be bringing out, and there is indeed steeped tea.
Are there supposed to be 2 of the blue robes?
Here.
So
How do I
this is
eat
the part where Lee shamefully admits that he had trouble finding halfling art, and there are
Okay.
two kind. There is a lady halfling and there is a boy halfling that are generic Ilkiros halfling villagers, and then there are like named special characters. I'm sorry.
Okay, I just needed like one of them was like the wife, so I didn't know if she was just
Here.
considered like important or like.
Well, it's not that she's not important. It's that I didn't. Couldn't
There's no
find.
custom art for her.
Yeah.
Tento Bardiga Temp leans over to Sec. No, Tier Temp Sec. Did I say that right? Yeah, I said that right.
Oh boy. Today is gonna be a long day.
How do you
Mhm.
do things without removing your mask?
You just kind of lift it a little bit and shove the food in.
Is that how you do it? You're really good at hiding it. I never even noticed.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Do you think it'd be weird if I asked for a straw to drink the tea?
No.
Okay, cool.
so-
I take the tea as like, does anyone have a straw?
Steep. So they brought out these like tall, steeped. Like they were all like if they had like a hose on them, you'd think it was like a hookah. But no, this is just their like elaborate tea set. And what comes out
Shane's here.
is a oh my goodness. Shin has arrived. Shin, you're in time
Just
for
in
tea.
time.
I was
Yeah.
trying to wait until Lee was done with his explanation, but okay. Hi guys.
You
Mhm.
know, we're always happy to
Well,
leave.
Did I
wanted-
beat Darren?
I wanted the cameras to be fixed.
Ah,
You know what? Get on? Yeah, I didn't
So-
fall asleep this time. I almost did.
You smell the tangy and cultivated scent of lemon verbena tea pouring forth in gold and white. And you know, they've got sugar, they've got honey, and it's a nice fucking time.
Next time I'm wearing like a half mask, one that doesn't cover the mouth.
I'm
This
curious,
covers
do your
space.
tattoos also go onto your like are they also on your face or is it just like your arms and stuff?
Damn it, they are on my face too, I believe. So never mind. I can't even wear a half mask. I gotta wear.
Yeah. Next, they bring out Rivavi nut cake with gentle garlicky butter and raisin bread with thick butter. And this is like this is the pre-meal cake, bread, and tea, right? You haven't even begun to eat yet.
Might I remind you, some of us haven't had dinner yet.
I'm so sorry, Casey, but think of how
me
good.
either.
Think of how good dinner is gonna taste.
You know what I made today? I made braised pork along with some
Oh.
carrots. That's got a nice.
May I remind
honey-
you, some of us haven't had dinner
That's
yet.
got a nice honey butter garlic sauce that goes with it. Oh my god, I'm so excited to eat it when
So
it's break
Shin,
time.
Shin, I presume Orochi would like partake of the meal.
Oh, Roshi's back. Hello, Roshi. How's your little bathroom break? Get lost?
Yes, Bartiga, it was good. I like to see my surroundings whenever coming into a very organized society like this one.
And
Wait,
Tobia
lies?
Solo says, "Oh, many thanks, friend. We are always glad to receive visitors far and wide into our humble abodes." Leonakis nods and says, "Indeed." And so, Lonnie, Leonakis invited you to sit next to him, but I take it you're deliberately staying across the table.
Oh, I didn't know which one. Okay.
My bad. Oh shit!
The
yeah.
name's in pop. The
They're
name's
not-
only
oh,
popping up for Toby.
Hovered by. Okay. I fixed it.
There we go.
Okay, there we
Leonakis,
go.
there we
Yeah,
go.
so that's Leonakis.
Okay, now they have names.
And yeah, so
Yeah, Lumi, protect me.
So he's enjoying
you're not
that sweet lemon verbena tea. But you note that he's just kind of like sipping it very gently, and he's added nothing. Meanwhile, Tobia Solo, there's like, 2 sugar cubes and a fine dollop of honey in there. He's practically inhaling it. Various halflings come in and introduce themselves. His wife, Tisserelius, is between the 2 brothers.
Am I?
And so Tyr, Zek, Tyr, Zion, and Bartiga. Bartiga, would sit at this table, seeing that Oroshi's already here.
Well, that's Sento.
Pento,
Sorry. I'm
Zion comes and joins. And yet you note that the tables and chairs here all look like tree stumps, but they don't they haven't been hacked off at the bottom. They perfectly fold themselves around. And something about the tree's rings look deceptively young and yet old. You could roll nature or arcana if you wanted to delve into the nature of the things around you.
Ooh, I love rolling things. Nature.
Jeez, how long were you away from the forest, Bartiga?
Look, look! I just know it's a neat tree.
Yeah. So
Wants to be a polymorph squirrel, not even a tree.
So it's strangely bushy, almost nutty. So Zion and Lonnie, you know that this has to be the work of something called wood singing. More or less, the wood is bid to grow into this shape through magical means. Based on his title, you think Tobia Solo must be involved to some extent. But
Is this like a long process, or do they also expedite the tree growth?
they expedite the growth, but it's just more like watching paint dry and less like we'll be back in a decade.
Okay,
What?
so it's not an instantaneous thing. Cool.
Yeah, they don't instantly make it happen, but it's not years in the making either. Depending on the art, depending on how big they wanted to make it, they could endeavor to do something for years and totally shape a tree. You would note that you are presently inside of a giant tree. Wonder how that happened. Yeah. So I have a question. Orochi, when was the last time you would have what you categorize as a really nice meal?
Probably at Sorojo Keep with Tento's cooking.
Yeah.
Indeed. This is the first time that you've had something since your exile to match Tento's cooking.
Oh,
Shit.
poor Roshi came and sit with us.
Is not
Oh
enough-
no, Orochi chose this side table. It's the closest to the door.
There's no room for you, anyways.
No. I think Zion and I could share a seat. So I had to think for a second. Wait, Does Zion also have a different name? Or no?
Zion.
No, yeah, actually, we're
So-
just calling it
sounds
210
not
now.
Oh, okay.
210N. Yeah, that's what we're calling it now.
Yeah. So,
This is- it seems 210. I like that one a lot.
as he casts his gaze around, and he
you know,
says, "You arrive
Gentle
ahead
Bargo
of."
Temp is just gonna take a sip of tea and try to excuse himself since he's not too hungry.
Lonnie
Alright, give me-
is like sitting up with her back straighter. She is like trying. She's like trying to like move like more slowly and deliberately, and it's like just as she's trying to look more important than she actually is.
You're absolutely. Give me a performance roll, Lonnie,
I'm just
to really
gonna
sell us on that.
Take a
And
nice walk.
Tento, give me a deception to be like, "Oh, I'm
Excuse
not
me.
hungry," as you taste like the most delicious things that you've
And
had.
Bargo-
Lonnie
after a
stares
week of-
enviously.
Tento, why is everyone acting so weird?
You saying that to
Oh,
Bardo?
that's right. I was saying, Barticus over there. What are you talking about?
I'm not talking to you, Bardic. I'm talking to Tento.
Oh, that. Okay. this Bartico will go now.
Yeah.
Bardic,
Bardo
why are you
makes
so
his
weird?
way around the table, and he's like, "We gotta."
So Tento, why is everyone acting so weird? Is this how you guys usually act outside with like guests?
He's like, "Shh. I don't know what's up. We gotta keep it frosty, all right?" Ah, Frosty, my old
Lee,
nickname.
we can't hear you.
Oh, wait, you can't hear me?
No, not
No, no.
this.
We can't hear you, Lee.
Can you hear us though?
I think he can because he has like a surprise
test,
Pikachu
test.
face at one point.
I love that meme. Also, Shin, your camera's not on.
Yeah, I'm eating.
Oh, what are you eating today, Shin?
Dinner.
What's
Something you guys are missing out on.
What's,
Okay.
what's for dinner?
Now can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, it was probably it had set to my headset, and this headset auto mutes when you fully pull it back up, which is a nice feature. But I was never intending to use the headset. I was intending to use the mic. Fixed.
I need to. I think you were using a headset earlier. You sound different now.
Yeah, it sounds
Yeah.
better, right?
Yeah.
Ah, good. Lonnie, give me a performance. Tento, give me a deception, and
Okay.
Barga
Session.
leans into Roshin's like, "Listen, I don't know what's up, but there's something off here. So we're keeping it frosty."
Damn, we are really bad at this today.
Tobia Solo says, "Oh well, don't be out don't be out too long. The next course is coming," and he will like scoop some of that sweet nut cake through some garlic butter and give you the underhand toss.
I catch it, I guess. Thanks.
And gives
No,
you
I
a
love
wink. Yeah, and I presume Tento does in fact excuse himself.
Yeah.
All right.
Like normally, no one would have noticed him go,
Lonnie, you're like
but now
trying.
everyone noticed him go.
Lonnie's trying to like keep it all very professional and together, but like she's just like absolutely under the weight. And so Leonaka says, "We have not heard news from the Glyacade tribe in some time. I'm given to understand the rest of you are to the north. So, you found some business to be traveling through Kokoloi Forest at an unusual time. I'm afraid we've got a bit of danger out in these woods." Solo nods and says, "Aye, but come. We're feasting them, not frightening them." Yes, he looks you over and says, "We will have time to discuss more official druidic matters when you're feeling up to it." And with that, the next course arrives.
Insight. Does he sound suspicious of us, or is it just like a yeah? I can tell you're not up for it.
Give me an insight.
They sound
No,
like-
he does seem to be convinced by his brother, although you can tell he's taking a keen interest in why you might be here. Like you're not sure why, but you know he's taking a keen interest in why you're here. And he's
quick
only pushing it back because of his brother.
do we ever actually do business in Kokoli Forest, or is it just like a pass through here to get to somewhere else?
I mean, like, you said hi to the local druidic types, and if there was like an animal-related problem, the Glycate would do something about it. But generally speaking, it was a pass-through.
Time to come up with excuses. Fuck.
So yes, a fine dishes of tzatziki and hummus with string beans and stuffed akakio leaves are brought forth. There is much dipping. Dipping abounds. It's very much a hands-on meal. And as it goes on, Tyr, I have an important question. How much are you lifting your mask to eat?
Or was that all a lie to get Tento?
It was a lie. I actually use here, let me just post a little thing.
Just like the tilted like that.
You got like a little compartment to or you just minor illusion over the mask.
It's like slides down.
No. I use shadows. I pop out my shadow arms and just cover while I eat.
Amazing.
What the fuck?
Toby is solo. Like, everyone's kind of looking at you, but everyone's like, no one wants to be rude and point out that shadow arms are presently covering this man's face as he eats. They're like, oh, ho, 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 ho. And
That's a little strange, huh?
And a bit of hummus and string bean later. You guys.
Tento will remember this betrayal.
You guys. Toby so kind of looks over and Zion. Is Zion eating it all?
No.
Toby so would like say, "Come, guest. Have you had nothing to eat?" And Leonakis says, "Is your armor not weighing on you? You're among friends here."
This is what I wear all the time.
Leonakis kind of looks like his eye glows a little, and he looks you up and down, and then he nods. Tobiaso looks confused and looks at Leonakis, and Leonakis says, "It seems you come in interesting company," and makes a rather distinct look at Tyr as well. Almost seeming to try and pierce the shadows of his eye. You're not sure if he can or not. And the next there is a delicious glazed boar, bristle boar, complete with stuffed apples. And so we're on the second course. Tell me, you'll be needing a place to rest tonight. Would you like sleep under the stars, or to take one of the beds in one of the towers?
Oh, wait, sorry, was that directed towards us?
Yes.
We'll take the tower.
Of
If
course.
that's all right.
Of course. Tobias Solo, talks to somebody who's walking by, and they're like, and like, oh, we'll have it all set up for you. And after a moment, you eat a fuckload of food, and I have a question. Are you guys holding back at all, or are you just gorging yourselves after a long time of eating trail rations?
Bonnie is trying her damnedest to hold back, but I don't think it's working.
Amazing.
I think
Look, I got a 6,
did.
okay.
Orochi would be eating more than usual, but he wouldn't gorge himself.
Alright, yeah, so you're chowing down, the chefs are approving, Bardiga's going to town. All right, you
Or
guys.
to visit the town.
So, you're all having yourselves a nice time. A nice old time in the council tower. Tento,
Nice is an exaggeration. but
Yeah.
Sure.
you have departed. You find yourself in Ilkirana village. You look around, there's a central pool, a river that runs under a tree, a thick hedge that separates out something to the north, 4 massive trees that seem to mark the edges of the calmed woods all around, several opened up inhabitable trees, and many little halfling homes dug into the gently rolling hillsides.
Tento's gonna go visit grave.
So, Tento, you find your way to the edge of town by a certain house. And are you going with some degree of discretion and stealth?
Yes.
Give me a sneaky sneak.
That's not the worst.
Yeah, you come up around the tree, and from under a giant root, you poke your head out, and you see in the backyard of this halfling home, there is a small, there's a wooden sung headstone. It is roughly in the shape of an Ilkiros woman, and one hand is drawn towards the heart, and the other is raised up. It is pointing out of town, the east.
And he's just gonna walk up to the grave and just say, "Hello, mother. It's been a while."
Indeed. You look at the grave and you see that there are recent flowers laying here at the feet. The visage, somewhat strikingly familiar to you in the back of your mind, does not truly do her justice. Overall, you feel as if though there is something about the Edwood that is trying to evoke a direction or emotion. You could roll and investigate if you'd like to consider further. Or insight.
Wait, I have better insight. Jesus, my rolls. They're not the best today.
I'm just so nervous, you know?
Yeah. It's just been so long.
So, is this too far away for me to hear?
Yeah.
Good question.
I don't think you're gonna pick out that on the wind.
Also, the fact that I'm inside a tree,
Mm.
wind's probably not gonna reach out. That feels like I'm a little busy right now.
Step in your face.
All right. All right. So, Tento, you smell in distance fried zucchini.
Say fried zucchini.
Yeah, and you're like, damn, that's probably the third course.
I just smell that. Okay.
But here, yeah, you get the sense that the face is pointing to the east, and there's almost like a mournful or wishful aspect to it.
Mm-hmm.
Comma, however, it kind of implies the road not traveled, and you think that it is pointing the opposite direction that your mother went. You vaguely recall moving along a river for a time, and there's no river immediately in that direction. And Yeah, overall, this seems to be a small herb art garden with some wood stuff that's been, Aw.
Oh,
Aw.
that's why you're the best.
Yeah. So you so that's what you get more or less. Tobias Solo's house is here, and the back door is not ajar, but you guess not very well locked. If you wanted to poke around, you could.
Poke around this. Yeah. No, I'm just gonna take a quick peek inside to make sure, just to see how everything is.
All right, so there's not like a sophisticated lock, but there is like a little draw close thing on the back door. So it's easy for you to jimmy. Just give me a thieves' tools.
I have that right. Yeah, I do. Okay. So I was like, do I have my tools? Eh. Oh, that locked in set of checks.
All right. So you
But
flick.
what you actually needed was a 25.
You actually just like gently wrap it with your palm, and like the chain pops up, and you push open the door. You slide in. You see a small hobbity home with many instruments and a nice swinging vaulted floor that extends down a bit further. It's pretty grand for halfling scale. And you note that it looks a little newer and a little more at the edge of town than the others. And as you take a look around, you spy many signs of what would to this culture be, wealth. There's even, what appears to be a cleaver in the kitchen that is like quite a bit of iron. It might actually be steel, and upon closer inspection, which is not common out here. And overall, it looks like there's a lot of nature and a lot of instruments represented here. There isn't a lot of literature, but you come upon in the practice room where it is clear the music is played, and there is a half-formed, five-legged piece of furniture. Maybe it's going to be a chase lounge at some point, but it's still kind of like sprouting in different ways. You see a stack of what looks like lacquered bark, but on the inside there's writing.
Should I really look at this? Yeah. Let's see what's in it.
All right, so you pick it up, and the first of them, and they're a bit more like scrolls than they are a book, but like they're sequentially laid out and connected. Says, and you feel like you can read this even though you're not sure what language it is. It says, "The blood of the Rizarcardias," and that rather intrigues you. Do you keep reading? Do you keep flipping?
Yeah.
All right. As you do so, Corget balls, also known as Polycotheftides, and Roctopus, which is to say river octopus,
Okay.
boiled and pulled and stuffed with herbs and sweet potato and squash, is brought forth. And to top it all off, there is a bit of wine, and it's pretty good wine. You guys have been eating. You've had an appetizer and a 3-course meal, delicious tea, delicious wine, pure water, and you're feeling fucking great. You're feeling fucking great. Everybody who ate regains 1 hit dice. You don't immediately heal it, but you get it back.
Lonnie at some point in the dinner, introduces, I guess, the group as, or at least her as being sent to check on an urgent matter to our mountains straight south. No, our mountains to the southeast.
Yeah, but broadly speaking,
Southeast.
south.
And we entered from the south part of the forest. Yeah, she'll say that she was sent to check on something to the southwest. And they were.
And he says, is this to do with the incursion by the Oni masked man?
Yes. And this
We'd be eager
group
to
that
know.
I'm with, they're more familiar with the territory, so they're acting as my guides.
He nods and says, I take a great interest in the goings on in the forest. Tell me, do you have any idea now what the outcome of your inquiry is likely to be? Are you there to determine the source of the problem, or put a more permanent solution to it?
I alone could not offer a solution for this amount of damage, or at least from what I've seen thus far. I'm simply here to investigate before and to report back and see if there's anything more that we can do.
He nods. And he says, I'd be mindful of the burn scar to the east. There's some difficulty and danger that way, although it seems you've got yourself some able companions. His eyes sweep over the party. So, I'm glad to have you in good hands. Of course, you'll be on your way, but I would invite you to attend the events tomorrow. They are solemn, and an outside witness would be appreciated.
Events?
Yes. Corey of the Oystrag has invoked the ancient rites of the forest.
That was the satyr, right?
Correct. And Tobias O says, we might still talk it out. And Leonaka says the council has yet to vote on how we will be responding. So, I would appreciate you there as an outside mediator.
You got this, Lonnie.
You do realize that if I'm stuck here, so are you, right?
Yeah, but their focus is on you.
Uh-huh. Lonnie just like looks around at the rest of the group.
Y'all cool with this?
Trying to gauge their reaction to this.
I like to think that they're all just still eating. They just haven't noticed yet.
I think Hiroshi would notice you stare. I'm like, oh. I mean, I don't think we were planning on staying here long. I was trying to get back home.
At least you know Hiroshi will always have your back.
Lonnie nods at that. I was like, especially with our supplies running low, we weren't expecting the trek through the forest to be this dire.
And as you say this, they bring out the dessert of yogurt and crumble and berries, and they and Leonaka says, "Of course, I would not seek to delay the Glyake druid and her companions. So, I would not ask you stay over long, but you do stay the morrow. Perhaps we could help speed you on your way. Return for the kindness." And Tobias Solo says, "Oh yes, I could sing the song of the trees and leaves and turn the path before ye." And he kind of like struts his lute a little. Yonaka says, "My brother is quite adept at the bending of the ways here in Kokoloi Forest."
Even though so much of the forest has been damaged?
Leonakis, through a cold smile, says, "Though the dangers outside are great, the blood of the Rizarkardia is strong." Meanwhile, in a house nearby, someone is reading the bark scrolls entitled "The Blood of the Rizarkardia." You begin to learn some fascinating things, Darren.
Ooh. I
So-
do like learning.
So the blood of the Rizarkardia appears to be part of something known as the 4 Points Pact. The forest gives and takes to sustain the pact. The blood of the Rizarkardia is key to the pact. The pool draws upon the guardians, and the guardians upon the pool. The stewards of the blood vouchsafe the pact. It then gets to a portion that makes a little less sense. It says, the two in one form the transfigurative union. The 3 in one form the strengthening union. The 4 in one form the turbulent union. Roll me an Arcana.
Okay. I'm like listening to you. I was like, what is this man saying? No. Okay.
Well, you never were much fun for math, so who knows?
What does that add up into?
The rest of it seems to be. I mean, there's a lot of it here, but you skim, right? There might be more to
Yeah.
learn, but what you get is that at some point it starts to go, and such was son of so and so, who was daughter of so and so, who and so and so and so and so and so and so.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, yeah.
And you know that it's been updated, and there's like a blank block or two in the back for the future, and you know that this version has like stenciled in more faintly than the others. Reikisuki Rizarkardia dash Celosori and Pentolorosi Rizarkardia.
So I'm just gonna look at that. Yeah, okay. He wants to write in it, but probably shouldn't leave anything behind. So we'll just put the book down and go back to the grave.
Alright,
And just,
so after the meal, as the meal winds down, Tobia Solo, performs a song, and it's very filling and fulfilling, and yeah, you're greatly heartened by this, and you feel as if though everyone who has heard Tobia Solo's song, as he lovingly renders the beauty of the forest and the cycle of life, will take the maximum result on all spent hit dice during short rests on the next day.
Ooh. Lonnie claps along to the song.
Aw.
Yeah, and with all that said and all that done, Leonarchus, Tobias Solo, and some important-looking men and women gather around. Tissarelia, however, excuses herself and heads out. So someone comes up to you all and says that they've arranged you room in a nearby tree. Before he departs, Leonarchus does come over to Lonnie and say, "I greatly appreciate your presence here, but if you come across anything strange in the forest, or around my village in particular, I'd ask you to report it directly to me. I am the chief Thurge of my village. There is much lore entrusted to me and me alone, and I may be able to help you in executing your druidly duties about the site. Not to imply, of course, that the lore of the Glyake be lacking. Simply that we of Ilkirana have our own secrets, and I their keeper."
I will keep that in mind. Thank you.
So there's something really weird that happens as he it's almost like for a moment, your blue eye can see his skeleton. But you're
through like the cloth and everything.
yeah,
too?
but you're still. It's like in the blue eye, there's like a sea of blue, and then there's just his skeleton, and then through your real eye, there's the regular world, or your regular eye, there's the regular world. So if you close that eye, you just see like nothingness in his skeleton. If you close the blue eye, you just see regular stuff. But if you have them both open, they try and like lens correct. And you get like a weird like pseudo 3D thing going on.
So don't do that, is what he's saying.
Lonnie's like blinking a couple times.
He says, "Oh, I'm sorry. Have you seen something that disturbs you?"
Your face.
Oh snap! Dang!
You have a distant look of the diviner about you, if you don't mind my saying.
It's nothing. I just think I just think the day is catching up to me now.
Certainly. Well, he kind of like leans forward and like extends his staff a bit, and there's something a little off. Give me a wisdom save.
Is it magical?
No. Wait, kind of debatably.
Do I get advantage on it?
I'm gonna give you that.
This is a real question. I
So-
didn't need it anyways, apparently.
There is something about Leonarchus's staff that gives you a sense that it's like it's a thing of nature, but it's dead inside.
Of course it is.
It has a potent affixed gemstone and this like ancient wood, not unlike your Eldergraph staff. But there's something rotten at its core. You can just tell.
Does it feel like it's like decaying, or if it was like purposely made that way?
It's really hard to say, but it shows no outward sign of decay.
Why?
Lumi thinks to you.
This.
Lumi thinks to you as Leonarchus bows in your direction. This one smells of the grave. And then
Okay, so probably purposeful.
so Leonarchus bids his farewell, but not before coming by and says, "Zeke, a pleasure to have you as well."
Do you remember that's you?
Yeah.
Remember, that's you, buddy.
I
thought it was Zach.
It is
It's
Zach.
Zach.
He says, "Zach, tell me, I see that you are a practitioner of your own arts. It's not too much to ask. You wouldn't happen to be... Kind of trails off and says, one who keeps to the shadows, would you?
I am.
Damn.
nods and
He
he
wasn't
says-
fucking coy about it. He just fucking said it.
He says, you should know. He kind of looks around conspiratorially. Says, there have been some events with hard explanation. I'm beginning to suspect, perhaps, unwelcome guests from the other side. You'd do well to mark their passing. I suspect they've got something in store for everyone in the forest sooner than later. And with a nod, he says, well, Tobio Solo, dear brother, let us go and have a conversation with the council. And they do, in fact, head up the council circle, which is 15 feet up, but then they go even further. God, I wish I could move them both at once. So, you guys are about to be led off to where you're spending the night when... Tento,
Yes.
you hear someone walking down the road nearby.
Oop, I
You are
must.
presently standing in someone's backyard. This is not your backyard. What do you do?
That's true. This is not my backyard. Those are like, oh, should probably okay. Time to go.
Quick, pose as a statue.
Ah, yes. He's
T-pose,
gonna
T-pose.
he's gonna say, talk to you next time. Bye.
Amazing. Give me a stealth.
Tento's good at these things.
Yeah, too.
You disappear as if there was shadow in the fucking night. Viscerelia
there you
returns
go.
none the wiser.
Shit, you can break 30s with your stealth now.
I thought Shin was just drawing like cutting a very strong figure. Like, let's...
No, he
Wait,
is. He is.
is it really?
This is you right now. Look at the stream. Casey, give us your best Shin. Not even elbow back. Alright.
Oh wait, no, I'm turned too much. There we go.
Alright, so, you guys,
Oh my god.
are led to a giant tree where there are beds in various Sungwood rooms. Bardiga whistles at the sight of it and says, what do you make of them apples, Bardiga? Just assuming the Tento is caught up. Yeah, we're getting you again, Shin.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw a wave. That's movement.
Have I caught up? Okay, cool.
As long as you, I assume that you would try and find them.
Yeah,
you'll be
yeah,
around
I would try
okay.
to find him. Yeah.
Yeah, you caught up then.
Okay. So, yeah, it looks nice.
Yeah, and so you're up in a nice tree, and you note, Tento, that as grand as like the house that you were in was, like the tree seems to be like the upper crud cut above in general. But this is like a guest space with several beds together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, looks alright.
You know, when you said you were gonna go to the bathroom, I wasn't expecting you to be gone the whole time.
What would you expect to happen? I'm curious. Like, I'm not sure you expected one. I kind of just don't want to be there.
I didn't want to be there either.
Yes,
So,
but they.
Bardiga, did you find what you were looking for?
Yeah, I did.
And oh shit. So do we need to like get out? Or do you need we need to return whatever you took?
Oh, you thought I stole something? No. I visited my mother's grave.
What?
What?
I-
Yeah.
Damn, I should have followed you. Well,
Do
Guys,
you?
I am an orphan. Yeah, but I still had a mother and a father. I mean, you saw my father.
you've never been very open about anything except the fact that you're a thief. You've been very open about that.
He wasn't exactly open about that in when we first met him.
They believed
I
I was a
mean,
scout.
that's like one of the first things he told me that he was a thief,
I was
so-
gonna lean over and say they believed I was a scout. It's pretty funny at first. Yeah,
I'll tell you.
since we not buried Roshi. Not Roshi, not
Why did
sorry.
you bury
Roshi.
me?
since we buried
Kabancha?
Kabancha, I've been thinking
Can't even say his name.
You
You're
know,
so much
so
wrapped
I'm in
grief.
such distress.
Oh my god.
I've been thinking man, I should be a
Here's
bit
some
more
food.
Oh, well thanks, Zion. I've been thinking man, I should be a bit more honest with you guys. That's all.
So what'd you find?
What do
You
you
said
what
you
I
didn't take
found?
anything? Well,
I
I
just
asked
told
if you
you.
found what you wanted. I asked if you found what you were looking for.
Yeah, and I told you my
My
mother's.
assumption was you went to go steal something.
Oh yeah. And I told you I went to go my mother's grave. For shame.
So, do you not have any family here then?
No, you saw my father. You saw my uncle. I
Wait,
had family.
Did they
here.
never told? Did they never tell us their last name?
No, they did.
Oh,
Okay.
they did.
Okay, I was gonna say, I was like, what?
You guys, I mean, I don't
Then-
know. Does halfling culture not? Do halfling culture have a lot of shared names?
Honestly,
not with the last name.
they're-
I mean, more so. This one seems to have more so than some other places.
honestly, the names are kind of hard to keep track of. Like I
Well,
thought my
yeah,
name was
but-
Gong.
There were only a few names we heard.
Yeah, and each of them felt like 5.
They identified themselves as the Rizarcardias, yeah.
Yeah, so.
Are they not your family?
No, they are. I just told you that's my uncle and that's my dad.
Oh, you were joking. You're being serious. Okay.
Why would I be joking?
So Scout,
I
why
don't know.
do
It's
you...
kind of hard to think that everything coming out of the mouth is the truth. I know you just told us that you're trying to.
You know
Be
what,
more,
Hiroshi, that is
honest.
fair. That is a fair statement. I hold no grudge against that.
Like, it's just a. It's. I need to get used to this.
That's fine. You know.
Scout, do you not get along with them or something? Like, I'm just. why
Well,
don't you want them
okay.
to know?
I guess more things I'm gonna drop on you guys. That bounty, yeah, my uncle made that.
So are
Oh,
we
so you
leaving
weren't
tonight?
lying about the. Oh, okay.
Yeah, as you know, I am a well-known thief, and they are people of importance. So, probably wouldn't be a good thing if word got out that I was related to them.
So again, are we leaving tonight?
I mean, I would like to, but it looks like we're staying the night since we're here. Why are we here? Wait, are we staying? I did I miss something during the
I,
feast?
as much as I would like to leave, there's still, the forest and all of the wonderful things that we have met so far lurking out there.
I don't know why you think the Zarzak is a wonderful thing, but go on.
And also, I kind of can't give my family a bad name.
Give me some promises.
I guess we're staying. All right. wearing all this stuff around me is a little uncomfortable, but it's fine. It's fine.
So, did they not recognize you?
I mean, as long as I cover my tattoos and my face, they shouldn't make the connection. They haven't heard me in the past. Oh, they haven't heard my voice in the ever, actually. Now that I think about it. They think I'm long dead, so.
So, I guess good thing that Barda got covered for you.
Yeah, good thing Tento covered for me.
Yeah, good thing I covered for you to hide you from your family. I'm sorry. Why are we hiding again? I feel like they shouldn't give a shit. They live in the woods. What do they care if you steal from people who, I don't know, live outside the woods? They don't seem like the news getting type, to be honest.
You would think that, but it's very different. It is not true. Well, at least my uncle cares a lot. My father, I'm sure he could take it or leave it.
Well,
I don't think he cares as much.
well, it's your call on this one, Tento, but, yeah, I don't know. It seems like, kind of trails off and says, well, it's your call.
You okay there, Barga?
He
do-
just kind of scratches his head and he's like, seems like a strange situation, to be honest. And honestly, something's felt off since we came here. Like it's quiet. Too quiet.
Well, I mean, it's birds and such tend to avoid, places with a lot of people. So
Have we heard any birds yet? I'm
You
actually
never-
curious.
there are like birds tweeting up in the tops.
Okay, I was just curious. Like, have we heard any birds today?
Have you heard of any calls of a wild Jake?
I don't know. Have we?
Not yet.
Yeah, this place seems a little odder.
I mean, I'm sure these people are having their own problems. They're just not very upfront about showing those problems. Showing weakness, I guess.
Bar's like, yeah, well, the satyrs mentioned some sort of gap or lack and not doing business or something. And does anybody know what the ancient rite is?
Do I know what the ancient rite is?
do I know what the ancient rite is?
I know.
Does Zion know with his vast knowledge?
I think the only person here.
I don't know what it is.
I think the only
I don't know
person
what that
here
is.
Rosie was like, I give up.
who has a chance of knowing is Lonnie. Lonnie, give me a history roll.
I am so good at these. Can I guidance myself?
Mhm.
History.
I also assume Tento is enjoying his Zion boxed meal.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I thank Zion. from the
Lonnie,
bottom of my heart.
you know that to prevent blood feud and to resolve great disputes, a party that has been a representative of a tribe or group that has been wronged may invoke the ancient rite to single combat with a leader of the other group. And
To the
if they,
death or...
well, it's a little fuzzy on that detail, but it says that the victorious party should receive within the measure of a fifth, which is a hotly contested measurement. Doesn't say a fifth of what. Within a fifth, whatever it is they have so desired or felt they were wronged of.
Oh, that explains why they want a third party. Okay. Yeah, they're going to fight tomorrow.
They're gonna what? Huh?
You're gonna why?
They're one of them's not happy with the other, and so I think essentially I think you guys kind of have this as like a duel, except I don't know what your duels are like, but they seem like pretty high stakes.
Have they? Not gonna lie, all I thought when Lee was explaining was like, "Is this Mortal Kombat? Do we gotta defend the Earth realm?"
Are we to disrupt this practice?
I don't think.
I
That's a good
mean,
idea.
it's what they, it's their culture. I think they just wanted us to observe as like a neutral party.
I'm just worried that they're wanting you to mediate this thing. Because it does not seem like you want to do that.
Observe,
That sounds like the
mediate.
best
Yeah.
idea ever. I would love to see Lonnie mediate a fight. That'd be
Doesn't
fucking
she all the time with you guys?
hilarious. What?
Scout, I
Is
already
she
told
always
them that
with
we
you
had to
guys?
go. We should probably at least stay the night and then go.
Shit, I didn't think I was gonna get a show today or tomorrow. That's amazing. Oh.
Mm.
Hmm.
So you guys resolved to stay the night, yes?
Yeah.
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 Oh, I can't remember the details except, what was it like? Was it like Tento with 2 other halflings or something?
Yes, Tento
With
and
blood.
Tento, 2 other halflings, blood, around a lake surrounded by a giant hedge and a huge tree with a window-like hole opening to a floor above. And that area, the more that you focus on, actually, give me a religion to use your beads and interpret. The way the dream terminates almost seems to suggest that because the last thing you were looking at was that window, whatever's inside of it has crucial information.
Great incentive. But Lonnie's like pretty sure it's like it is that like when she passed by the hedge area, she's pretty sure
Oh
it's
yeah,
that area, right?
Ye-
Okay.
it's almost deja vu. The only way you'd get like a absolute confirmation is if you went to the north and like were inside the hedge. But
Yeah.
you can't imagine something else that looks quite like this anywhere.
I mean, other reason we should probably go soon is Scout, does the place that we were at, the fenced off area, do you know what that is?
Fenced off area.
Like with all the hedges?
I forget, Lee. Do I know what the fuck that is?
Do I know?
It's one of the areas we're not able to get into.
Tento
know-
thinks
but-
that's like,
But you do know how to get there. You do know that there is like from what you've seen, there's like a doorway on the northern side. You just have to go up a few floors inside the tree to reach it.
I think this is gonna say, I mean, I know how to get there, but I mean, I don't know why that's relevant.
Well, I may have dreamt about you there with 2 other elk heroes. But there was blood and it looked like a ritual of sorts. I'm not sure what for, but
What?
don't know if I want to find out.
Okay, I guess I just won't go there. I'm not quite sure, like, or you could be wrong too.
So, has there been a case where Lonnie dreamt about something and it didn't come to pass, or like are these like warning kind of things, or is this like a hey, this is gonna happen, heads up, but like also you
There
can't
are-
do fuck all.
There are more and less literal dreams that you've had, so it's hard to say if they've all happened, so to speak.
Okay.
But
That's fair.
this reminds you of your first vision, where you saw like these animals about to be sacrificed, and you're like, hey, I saw animals being sacrificed here. And then the Glyke tribe showed up in time to prevent the sacrifice. So it's definitely a portent of some sort. How it is prevented is often not very straightforward. You get the feeling like the vision was trying to show you more, and whatever that more is lies within the window.
Does Lonnie care enough to find out? Out of character, I'm like, I'm curious. Does Lonnie care enough?
Mm-hmm.
Does it seem like the window belongs to the building that we were in?
Yeah, so it's like more or less like a tree knot that's been like sung into the upper levels of the tree, and you can see it went into an interior space like the one you're in right now.
But yeah, I don't know. Weird stuff might be happening here. It might not be. I don't think we want to stay here longer than we have to.
Okay, well, if you're that worried, yeah, you'll just, I guess, look at the fight. And I
I
won't
already
be there.
said that we needed to go.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Also, Scout, I think you might be more uncomfortable than me somehow.
more what?
I think you might be more comfortable than me somehow.
Probably. Try not to hang around here for too long. So, but Yuri said that we're gonna do it, so I don't have much of a choice. I mean, I could pretend to go to the bathroom again, but I think that can only work for so long.
Whatever. Let's just get some sleep.
Does Lonnie mention the window and like the room, or not? Does she not divulge that part of the dream?
I don't know how she would really divulge it. It's like, oh yeah, there's also this really sus looking window that like, we maybe should check out. But
You gotta
like,
look through the
also,
looking glass.
should we check out? I don't know. I'm trying to find a way to tell you guys. I don't know how to bring it up naturally in conversation.
Sure.
Yeah,
Because
so,
honestly, the Tento with blood part is a little bit more concerning.
But Tinto always has blood in his hands. Most of the time, it's not his.
Lonnie's curious if she looks around, can she see the skeleton of the guy like off in the distance somewhere?
no, although as you cast your eye about, you feel like you know he's further away than he should be. You don't think he's in his bedroom because, to your understanding, the whole council sleeps in that tree. Meaning he's not in his room.
What kind of weirdo sleeps in the
Look.
tree like
Look.
that?
You say to the
The
group, assembled in
quicker,
a tree.
the faster we leave, the less likely we'll have to deal with their bullshit. Okay.
Tento's just gonna do it once around the area, just make sure that no one is spying on them.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's people like sleeping nearby in the tree because it's where they live, and you're in the guest room. So there's people nearby, but you don't think anyone's deliberately trying to eavesdrop.
Okay,
Can
cool.
Lonnie try to use the eye before bed? Unless there's like something else that you guys want to do.
No.
Not particularly.
I am fine to just go to sleep and see what the day brings us. I'm sure it will be wonderful and nothing bad will ever happen. Right, guys? See, that's
Let's
fair.
crash into the window. Oroshi's dead.
Okay, Shin, if your character just dies like that, I'm be honest with you, dude. It
Specifically,
was
a
time.
wolf.
Yeah, a wolf just crashes through.
I should have worn a hood or something at least. Okay, whatever. Damage is done. Lonnie's gonna try to use the eye.
All right. So, and where are you trying to see with the eye?
She wants to look specifically northward, past Kokoloy Forest.
Past
um,
Kokoloy Forest.
Yeah, and because I believe they said
Tento
that
and Lonnie.
Glyke might be up north.
Tento, Lonnie, well, he alluded to the deserts in the north. You know that's a few provinces over. You could still take the shot, but it could be far.
She'll take the shot.
All right. Give me your checks. And Spider Queen Long with dangerous to go loans for everyone. Extra snacks.
Ooh.
Oh, look. Time to fuck up the wisdom one. Okay, not that bad.
Yeah, you cast an extra dangerous to go loan for Lonnie. Lonnie, you feel even though normally you wouldn't be able to do
Yay.
these provinces, your gaze wobbles along the coast where you see, is that Treadfar in a port? You don't understand what's going on there.
Ooh.
You look a little bit further. You arrive at the desert. And you see the Glyake camping out in a cool desert night with many people on watch. It seems to be everyone you know and love from childhood and who you are very far away from, both physically and spiritually at the moment. And you observe them from beyond, and you feel a tremor in your heart. You're not sure if it's sentiment or perhaps the fact that you've been detected, or perhaps the fact that at the back of your mind, in your mind's eye, you can see the mango grow an additional +1.
What the fuck? That mango!
Wait. Is this actually happening, or is it just in Lonnie's head?
Oh, the mango is growing more powerful.
I
Should
am
we
like
be scared?
Wait, if
What
we
is
stick
this mango that grows sentience?
I was like, if we stick this like mango on a stick, can we like use this as a weapon?
Doesn't Zion have Awaken now? We can make the
We
mango
are-
have sentience.
That mango will become too powerful. He will look up at the gods and be like,
we
I
can
am the
give
god.
the mango sentience.
Let's not give it sentience. That sounds like a bad idea.
It'll be fine.
That's how we create Skynet.
Yeah.
Lonnie's just gonna spend time just looking at the tribe, seeing if everyone's in good health.
Do you loot the +7 mango, or does the +7 mango loot you? It's hard to say. It's like a wobbly sky cam, but things look good. You don't see any like obvious sign of danger other than the fact that there are lurking in the desert sands creatures in the night. They seem to keep a distance.
Are they the friendly creatures of the night?
They don't look like the friendly creatures of the night. You see
Gotcha.
from high above keratin and shifts in the sand and hard dermis. You're not sure. Chitinous exteriors.
But yeah, just she'll just spend as long as she can, just not looking at for anything in particular, but just checking in. And
Yeah.
that's the last thing she does before bed.
After a time, it fades. Zion, you go to sleep and wake up, and you realize that, you go to Sentinel's Rest, and as your Sentinel's resting, you realize that this is probably one of the best places you've ever been to collect and make black iron. And if you wanted a hot quantity of it, you might look for it at certain patches on the way out, and you have advantage on doing so.
Oh, I'm curious thing that might actually affect stuff. Zion, I presume, gave Tento the food, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does he gain? Oh wait, no, that was from the song that he gained.
The song is the max
Okay.
hit dice rolls, yeah. For
Okay,
Nom.
never mind. I thought the food did.
But he
something,
does
yeah,
get,
I
but he
forgot.
does get one hit
Food
dice
was the-
back for
Yeah.
enjoying the delicious meal.
Yeah.
Nice.
You all long rest. You have a very nice go. I have a question,
Mm-hmm.
or rather, no. Let me put it this way. Orochi and Tento,
Yeah.
you are awoken in the night by a certain restlessness, and both seek a bit of fresh air. Looking out the windows, you can barely see like a bit of a glow from the lake to the north.
Well, this one?
Yeah.
Tell's like, hey, because I'm assuming we're both awake at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Hiroshi, is that the light over there? You see that?
Yeah, I see something.
Is that the same place Lonnie said that I should not go to?
I mean, basically, she was talking about this like hedged off area,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know. You wanna go check it out?
I'll say, how awake are you?
I mean, let me put some pants on.
Oh, wow, you don't have any pants on. That's weird.
You sleep with pants? That's so awkward.
I mean, I sleep with shorts, but I don't like pants. Give me a second. I actually need to wrap my
Your face up.
yeah,
Or
my
your-
face
your
up and
every-
my
Your everything.
yeah. Give me like a minute.
Yeah, Orochi, like, pulling his pants on awakens the party. What do y'all? Okay, so like Orochi and Tento are obviously getting ready to go. How do you respond to this news?
This was in the middle of the night.
It is, but they are
Oh.
awoken by a loud pulling on of pants.
Hey,
Tento's just
okay,
gonna comment like,
I gotta keep
Hiroshi, what
things
are you
fresh.
doing?
I do like an air dry all my food, all my
It's like
clothes
bang,
before I put them
bang.
on.
It's like Hiroshi, what are you? How do you put pants on like that? Literally, you woke up everyone.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
Why? What's going on?
Oh, we're putting pants on.
Yeah.
I don't want to know. Bardiger rolls over under his pillow.
Zion's just watching.
That's weirder.
I imagine Zion in the corner of the room, just staying cross-legged and just staring. Just like you're just like seeing this conversation happening in the background, and then you just
Oroshi's
like look
pants.
past them. You just see Zion sitting and just staring at the pants getting put on.
I mean, I thought you guys were like that close. I was just trying to follow suit.
No, you're When the Zion was awake, but
Did you guys need to go somewhere? Like, do we need to leave?
Well, something funny is happening by the lake, in the hedge.
yeah, we were gonna go check it out.
I mean, I was gonna do a night stroll and do a fly, maybe have a halfling in my arms.
I thought that's a bad place for Scout to go to.
I mean, we're not gonna go in the hedge. We're just gonna fly up.
Yeah, we're just gonna find out what's going on. Our
Donnie's
curiosity-
gonna insight. Who's worse at lying? I think she'll think that Roshi's worse at lying.
That's me wrong.
I mean, Oroshi's telling you the truth. This is literally what he thinks. There's,
She's also
no
just gonna
deception.
stare. She's also gonna just stare at Tento's face to see if he looks like he is curious.
He is curious, but he's trying to look like he's not that curious. I'm not that curious, Baka.
I mean, something
Okay.
interesting is going on. I just wanted to check it out. I wasn't planning on doing anything.
Yeah, checking it out.
Wait, Tento. We're just checking it out.
That's what I said. Just checking it out.
I don't like how you say that. We're just checking it out.
What do you mean?
Nothing more.
I'm sorry. Do I make it? Does it sound funny when I say that, Orochi?
Tento, I'm sorry. I'm still working on the filter in my head. Like everything you
Also-
say just sounds sus and not
Also,
not
just
right.
for I presume we haven't actually benefited from a long rest at this point, then, right?
No, I'll give it to you.
Okay, cool. Because I don't remember how many spells I used beforehand. Lonnie is just gonna pull the covers back over. It's like, fine, but if you're not back in the hour,
We're probably in trouble.
Lonnie has pulled the covers back over and turned around.
I mean, if we get in trouble, you'll definitely hear me at the very least. So
Tears gonna come along.
What happened?
Tears gonna come along.
oh,
Can
I
you- can
mean, I'm
carry
sure you
all of
have your
this?
ways of tagging along, but I can't carry both of you.
Mm-hmm. I'll be fine.
Tento's heavy enough with this freaking armory that's on his back.
Mhm.
That has saved my life so many times. Don't even talk about my
Zion's-
armory.
Zion and Lonnie remain for the moment.
Mhm.
Yeah. For just only a couple moments though.
Lonnie is ready to
Zion's
jump out
gonna
of bed.
Watch you sleep.
I guess that's better than watching her put her pants on. That's fair.
But yeah, like pretty soon after they leave, Lonnie is going to conjure wooden being, put on her cloak, and try to follow.
A favorable updraft gives Orochi an advantage on his save as he's properly air dry his pants and they poof out well for it.
Dang.
It helps with
And-
the aerodynamics, okay?
Yeah.
Just don't question it.
Zion, you feel your Sentinel's Rest eyes cut the night. Give me a perception with advantage to see what you see. And okay, you're gonna summon woodland beings and you're gonna summon
Oh, yeah, no.
pixies.
Yeah, she's following them. She's leaving Lumi to keep Zion company.
So I'm just looking at Lumi and Lumi's just looking at Zion.
And she'll leave like 2 pixies with the instructions like if Lumi barks 3 times, cast fly on both of them and follow Lumi.
So I guess Bardiga gets left behind.
Oh, okay.
Bargo
right.
just went
Then
back to
3
bed.
Oh, sorry, then 3 pixies.
Okay.
She'll leave 3 pixies behind.
I wasn't sure if you were doing that deliberately or not.
But yeah, she's putting up the hood and trying to follow behind them. Cause she trusts you guys fully.
Dude's gonna look behind and see if Lonnie's following.
Yeah, so how far behind are you? Because
Hmm?
if we're all up in the air,
Well,
good perception plus wind
how,
sight.
how is Tyr flying?
Here's
I
your
assume
shadow
Tears just,
stepping.
yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
assume
Yeah,
Tears
yeah,
is
so
doing.
Tyr's shadow stepping like tree to tree, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, as
Uh,
long as it's dark, technically you can just shadow step in the air and just like
Yeah.
shadow step
I'll
angle,
shadow
fall
step.
down, and shadow step angle, fall down.
I'll shadow step into Aroshi's shadow.
Wouldn't the shadow be on the ground?
No,
Zion-
no. The shadow that's on top of Tento.
And suddenly Orochi drops Tento because a tear appears in between him and Tento.
It's like, ah, oh,
Don't drop me! That's all you.
Yeah, Zion, you notice unseen figures in the dark that seem rebuffed by unseen forces. So, Lonnie, you're following in the direction of the. Like, are you trying to get to the tree entrance, or are you just standing out by a like the shrub outside?
She's just trying to follow behind them. She'll probably I guess she'll try to fly higher than them, so it's easier to keep an eye on them. But yeah, she's just trying to kill them.
I thought you said kill. I was like, wait, what?
That's what I heard as well.
Okay, good.
I mean, you know,
And she has the hood of her cloak up.
for killing, yeah.
How
Or
does
kill.
that help you? We know what that thing looks like.
It
Oh,
gives
it gives you
disadvantage on
advantage.
percep. Yeah.
Yeah.
it gives us disadvantage on figuring out, and then gives her advantage on stealth.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Okay, let me really quickly. And delete all of this. And then delete this. Delete this. Then paste.
Oh,
All the way down to 0 feet. View. And tier. You are up at 45 feet. And you are kind of like looking in, and you'll see what you see in a moment. You're in Tento. You're flying, and
Lonnie is also flying.
Flying,
Oh, right, well, you have fly on you.
soaring.
Yeah.
All right, how high are you guys flying? Are you high? Is it high enough to get over the hedge, or?
Yeah, I think
As I
we're
say,
like
is it?
10 feet above the hedge elevation ish.
All right, then that would put you like 30 feet.
I guess Lonnie will aim to be like 45 feet.
Are you okay? Would you be okay all the way up there?
Yeah. If I fall, I have glide. I'll be fine. I am like the second most equipped to be in the air.
Okay, so you guys are out flying. Tyr, you're running along the side, and I'm assuming you're gonna do some monk flipping jump shit to get all around the edge.
Monk
Hell
flipping
yeah.
jump shit.
All right, give me an acrobatics. You're doing all right. You don't quite manage to get around this bump. What's everyone's passive perceptions? I ask for no particular reason at this juncture.
19.
13.
16.
12.
All right, but Tento, you're still at this level.
Also, just so I know, is this within like I think a mile? Is it of where we were sleeping?
Yeah,
Okay.
you can still talk to Lonnie. Lumi.
How my plan's working.
You had a plan?
I was very surprised by a 12 passive perception. This is a more appropriate night darkness. I think you can still see shit, but it's dark. All right. So.
Oh, is it open ceiling? The room?
You see through this wall?
Yeah, I can see like tables and stuff.
See the shadow, the interior.
Oh yes, it is. So it is. The council chamber is literally like this. Like you were on the ground of the council chamber, but the councilors actually, when they're doing council shit, like Leonakis was up there. Like there is this like huge, like circular thing, and you look down.
So wait, like, is it like is it an open ceiling or is it just like like, could we get in from the outside easily, or is it?
Oh, Mithrace, I could also check or write it down. No, it's just between the first floor and the second floor.
Okay.
But there is a stairway on the third floor here that you see goes out. You see the lake. It's a deep, icy blue glow coming from underneath it. And you see spectral forces at its edge. A deer. A bear. Other creatures. Skeletal. Half remembered. Something seems off.
Did we see a spider?
No, you do not. Not here. But perhaps distantly. And there is a sense
In our
of
hearts.
something knocking around nearby. And Tento,
Yes, me.
you hear like little chittering sounds as though something's moving up and down throughout the tree.
He's gonna look in that direction of the chittering sound.
Somehow they're coming from the window. If only you were up a further 15 feet.
Hey, Roshi, I think there's something around. Can you go a little higher for me real quick?
Sure, Tento, and for the future reference, don't turn so quickly. You're
Oh.
really gonna twist yourself out of my arms.
Oh, sorry. I just heard something that I don't think's supposed to be around.
What did you hear? And I fly 15 feet higher.
Yeah, so pop yourself to 45 feet in your token.
Lonnie would rise if she sees them rise.
You're gonna be okay all the way up there.
Yeah, you guys are on the level with Tyr. Through here you see a room with some sort of maybe alchemical setup on this one stool, and there's papers spread over there. It definitely seems like a dimmer workshop of some sorts, with various alchemical accoutrements on one of them. And yeah, Tento, you heard the skittling, scuttling coming from in and around the tree, but now it goes silent.
And now I hear nothing. He's gonna look around. Like, is there? I'm turning, by the way. Is there anything around? No.
All you see is the glow on the lake and the four spectral animal spirits question mark, which seem to have skeletons attached at the edge of the lake in 4 different points. You also see stones near the center.
That's weird looking over there.
Must have been the
I'm
wind
gonna send a
indeed.
gentle breeze around and try to see if there's anyone on the ground floor near us or towards the lake.
On the ground, so there isn't the ground floor is solid stump. Floor 1, you want to try and get wind in there
No, sorry, not inside the tree. Outside.
along the side
Like-
of the lake.
Yeah, like between the tree building and the lake. I just
You-
want to like send wind downwards and have it fan out.
Give me a perception.
Damn.
Nothing in particular. It's unoccupied. Dear Tento, Lonnie, you're all more or less seeing the same thing. Though you guys are just like flying blatantly, and while it is night, if someone were looking right here, they might be able to see you.
Um,
Oh, yeah, probably.
And yeah, you're over the hedge. You're looking into the village, and yeah, the blue light seems to shift and begin to move towards the southern shore. And as this happens, you feel something twisting inside of you, Tento. It's your blood responding to something, almost like it's pumping faster.
Question. The undead, I forget, like, are they there when the Soronetto's out of whack or like from a lack of Soronetto?
The less Soronetto you have, the easier it is to do necromancy. When it's out of whack, you can do quite a bit. When you're in a
Okay.
place like Kokoli Forest, even a middling necromancer could raise an undead army.
But it's not necessarily a naturally occurring thing. It's just that it's easier to do it there.
It's hard to say what is and isn't naturally occurring in Kokoli Forest, but it's certainly not something that the Glyake taught you was a force of nature.
Okay.
But definitely a thing that happens in places like this.
Okay.
Urshi, go towards the thingy,
Which thing? The tree
What
or
the-
the lake?
the lake. Go towards the lake.
Sure.
Pretty sure it leads to something horrifying, but I want to be like positive.
Alright, so Lon, you flying behind him?
she's just thinking to herself, I knew it. I knew it.
Yep.
Tyr, are you gonna like start like shadow step into the area?
Here is gonna work out
Which
like
area?
freaking jumping in and out of the shadows.
Like, so you're up on the 3rd floor of the tree, and down by the base of the tree on the north side is the hedged area around the lake.
I'll follow where they're going.
Alright. So you descend. Alright. You find yourselves the edge of this pool, which is going to be nighttime soon.
Mean daytime.
No, I mean I'm hitting the nighttime button.
Oh, okay.
So Tento, Lonnie, and Lumi are flying.
Oh,
Tyr is on the
he's not
ground.
better.
Oh, sorry. Tento, Orochi, and Lonnie are flying. Tyr is on the ground. There are stones here. And there is a glow. A deep blue, icy blue glow. It
Oh,
grows closer.
What's your take on that, Orochi? Should
You hear a wet slap as you see a hand grab this stone.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was muted.
Shin's also frozen again, by the way.
Oh my god, what
No.
the hell is going on?
Okay, everyone, shin pose.
Shin pose, shin pose, shin pose.
I know Darren says it the loudest, but doesn't do it.
Okay, I don't know what's going on with my camera.
It's okay.
Turning it on and off was working earlier today, and now it just immediately shuts off.
So you heard a wet slap and saw a hand grab it, and on the knuckles, you see a surprising tattoo. 10 and 32. Time for the break.
Shit.
All right.
I knew it.
Yeah, my response was that I think this is the time we back off. And then right before you moved on, I asked Tenta, like, do you think Lonnie knows that we can keep track of time perfectly? Like, does she think we can keep track of time?
No.
Yeah, that was my response when I was muted.
Okay, I was like, I know Shin's got something witty to say. Come on, what is it?
My bad. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with my webcam. So I might disconnect.
Have you tried unplugging it and plugging it back in?
No, but I've tried turning it on and off, but that is the next thing.
Turning it on and off.
Yeah. The other option is to throw it against the wall and see if it still works.
I love that option.
Yes, that is another option.
Alright. I'll see you guys in a bit.
I should probably get some food. Oh, they're hungry.
Wow, Pat, I'm the trashiest thing you like unironically. I see how it is.
Damn, I like it.
Yes, bitch. Love you, bitch. Alright, Love you, bitch. I ain't gonna never stop loving you, bitch. That's a great fucking one of the greatest shorts of all time. God, should I violate my own rule and go get food? No. No, I must preserve. I'll drink water instead.
Good job, Lee. Be strong about it. It pays off at the end.
Well, we find ourselves awaiting the return of our heroes. An tense moment as a hand slaps rock. What will happen next? The hand has just exited the lake.
Okay, well, camera's on now.
Yay, we have the
For
Shin
how
feed.
long?
Yeah, this is the question.
In watch.
I made popcorn.
Oh god. I had popcorn recently.
Oh, should have been saving this for the daytime when Lonnie has to do druid stuff in front of people.
So, we are all returned. You are before the glowing lake.
Fun glowing lake.
A wet hand slaps the rock.
Uh-huh.
I presume there are like 5 pixies with you, right, Casey?
Yee.
E. So Shin, I believe you said that immediately when that happened, you'd be like, "Oh shit, it's bailing out time."
Oh yeah. My response to Tento asking, "So, what's your take on this?" As the light's coming closer, is, "I think it's time to leave."
I think I agree. Let's back away slowly. Anything else with the hand?
So you back away slowly. You just move back a little
Yeah,
bit.
you're just gonna like.
Tyr, what are you doing?
I mean, still staring at the light, but backing away.
Okay.
Tyr will pull out Black Eagle striking.
Tyr chooses violence.
All right.
All right,
What
Tyr.
other choice is there?
He
So-
brings up a very good point.
With a slosh of water, you see the face of Leonakis Rizacardia as he pulls himself up onto the side and looks up at you.
Which was the creepy one with the girl with the rotting staff? It's not any of the main drawers. It's not one of the two brothers.
Tento's
right?
uncle.
No,
It's
that's the
Tento's
brother.
uncle.
That's the brother that just came out of the lake.
Oh, so that is him.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm assuming he sees us.
You
I see
you
a
guys,
skeleton?
you didn't say nothing about hiding. I asked what
Yeah.
you were doing. You said I thought you were gonna ambush. I slowly back away. So you're like 5 feet back. You're not seeing the skeleton right now, but overall, like something about the pool like thrums and glows in your eye, and like part of the glow transfers to Leonakis. He looks at you, hisses, twirls his staff, and all 5 of your pixies make charisma saves.
Well,
I
Orochi
kind
was
of
gonna
presumed
say,
that they would be invisible, but I guess I didn't say it. Okay. Charisma saves. Is this
Orochi was gonna
magical?
wave his hand and say hi.
Is this magical?
Yes, it is definitely magical.
They just to prove it, they have that.
The DC is 16.
Oh, goodbye one of
Yeah.
them. Goodbye two of them.
There you go. There you go. Not quite.
That was with advantage.
Well,
Well, one of them.
four of
does
them-
it happen
four-
to be the one casting fly on me?
roll me a 1d5. If it's a 5, then you're lucky.
Let's go.
You ain't
That's
so
not
lucky.
a 5. I'm activating the glide. I
you-
will just slowly flutter down.
You activate the glide. You're at like 35 feet. One pixie remains, and Leonaka says, "I should have known. You were lying about what you're really here to do. A Glyke druid in such company." He looks at Tyr and the rest of you and says, "Of course." But then
we just saw glowing lights and we just came by to see
Yeah,
what's going on.
sir. We don't.
he says, "Oh, just seeing what's going on in our sacred pool uninvited in the nighttime, I'm sure." But as this happens, do you lower yourself at all, or do you remain at 45 feet?
I would remain 45 feet.
We're just yelling at him.
hmm
You do see a slight glow near where you guys are.
I mean, no one told us this was sacred.
Yeah.
Leonaka
We are
says,
travelers.
In
We
the,
get
in the company of a
interested.
Glyke shaman, you insult her by implying she is so stupid as to not know. You've been brought here. But he looks at the glowing edge, and he looks right at Tento, and he says, "Wait. You there." He squints a little. Tento, you still wearing the mask?
Yeah. He's all covered up.
This-
Safety
I go,
first and
hi,
whatnot.
my name is Aroshi.
he,
Oh,
he
We've
points
been
the
talking.
staff at he points the staff at Tento and says, "Name thyself.
Bardiga.
The truth."
Nope, still Bardiga.
I
still
will die
Orochi.
on this hill.
I'll die on this hill. No.
Yeah.
I'm still Aroshi.
He looks at his situation and he says, "If I yell, they'll all come running. You don't
I mean, if you want us to
this.
leave, we'll leave. I'm sorry to disturb you.
I won't be having you leave this pool until I know what the Glyke is really here to do." He looks at Lonnie as she flutters down and lands gently. I presume on the edge, but you could get out to one of the rocks if you want.
Oh
Funny.
no, I don't want to be near the glowy thing that I don't know what's happening with.
Lonnie, when did you get here? Why are you here?
I kicked Tento. I'm sorry, I kicked Bardica.
In the midair as you're carrying him,
hmm
he says,
That's a difficult kick.
"You bring your summoned fey creatures and armed companions into my sacred pool at night? Come now, dispense with the lies."
We were concerned something was happening.
Last time we came
You-
across
roll-
glowing
roll-
blue things,
roll
a lot
me-
of undead came around.
Lonnie, roll me a deception. Orochi, roll me an insight.
Tier roll initiative.
Yeah.
Bardic isn't. Orochi, who knows? Line is
Ooh.
yeah. So Tyr, you're thinking it's combat time. Like you just like, are you like start
Jesus Christ.
you start swinging Black Eagle striking like it's
No,
time to go.
Tyr, stop it. We're not doing that.
I mean,
Okay.
what would Tyr do? You know, what is like just Tyr like step
Tier's
forward,
just holding
holding position.
holding an action.
Leonakis looks at you guys. And Tento. You
Yeah.
just to go alone as quote unquote Bardiga. Can't help but notice that when Orochi kicks you, the light at the edge of the pool shifts a bit back and forth with your motion.
Oh. That's weird.
Yeah, Leonakis is looking at that.
Dang it, Hiroshi.
Leonakis is looking at Tyr, seeing that he's clearly ready to go.
Tyr,
Looking
stop
at
that.
Lonnie, saying,
He's not Tyr.
Zach, stop that.
saying, now, I may not be up on my tattoos, but perhaps I was wrong about you from the beginning. You're no druid, are you?
She's like, the dog is holding its tongue back.
Shut up, Bartica.
I am of the Glyke tribe. You're not wrong about that.
Ooh.
Wait. A Glyake with the wolf in strange company. Ah,
What?
so you're the one that bounty's for.
Great.
The seer.
Are we really that strange?
I mean, yeah.
He rakes his vision back across all of you and says, don't meet too many wave burners.
Oh, you know what? Wave burners.
I know many things. But his
you have
eyes
met
are
more,
focused. His eyes are focused on the glow on the edge, and he says, alright, Bardiga. Step a little closer to the pool for me, so I can get a look at your face.
I'd rather not. I'm sorry.
And he says, why is it that you're in the company of two people who hide their face, O Glyake?
They have their reasons, and I need a guide.
And I'll have their reasons.
You know, all this could have been avoided if you just had a sign saying "Do not enter."
We would have just flown over that.
He lowers his staff gently and he says, if one of you tries to be cute about this little ignorant game again, you'll learn I have ways of making you give me an answer. Now,
Ooh,
talk.
We've been talking.
He lowers his staff and he says, don't make me.
All right,
Look,
well,
man, we're sorry we
I
disturbed
try to be
you.
nice.
Yeah, we're sorry we disturbed you. We'll just leave now.
Huh.
All right, we
He says, I've told you. You won't be leaving here until I know the truth. What are you doing?
I honestly,
Literally saw glowing blue lights. We thought it was some spirit undead thing.
When you
Last
say
place we saw glowing lights.
when you say I thought it was some spirit undead thing, you hear him let out like a cursing howl, twist his wrist, and point his staff at Tento. Tento, make me a wisdom save.
Oh shit!
okay. By the way, I turn off my camera so I can eat.
Oh, I turned on my camera to eat.
Do any? I guess we've never seen it.
Oh no!
Can I make a check to
Really?
Do I at least recognize it as a spell?
You know it's a spell you just cast. Good old Arcana and 2. You said you were ready in action. You did he just definitely just cast a spell on Tento.
Can Lonnie ask the pixie to just cast this spell magic?
Yes, but at that juncture, like, the pixie has to think about it and cast the spell, and before
Yeah,
that
I
happens...
know it might not be immediate.
Yeah. But Tyr had a ready action. Tyr, what would you do immediately when that happens? You know a spell's been cast in Tento, unless you roll a good Arcana, you don't know what the spell is.
I don't think it really matters to Tyr what spell that is.
Yeah, I think it's time to swing.
Alright, so you just want to close in, and you're going to try and close in and fuck him up.
Yeah.
So I would say with the ready action, you could, like, close to 15 feet. I don't think you can both move and attack off of a delayed action, unless I'm mistaken.
Not
I
normally,
can do
but we haven't been in
black
like.
Black Eagle
Eagle
Soaring. Oh, you mean because you're in range of a Black Eagle Soaring? Oh, fuck, are you going to go in the water?
Are you at a point where you can
Um,
just run on water or not yet?
I can run on water.
Alright, so... throw that up, but telepathically, Tento,
Mhm.
You feel compelled by a command. Tell me who you really are.
I am.
Yeah, I can't help you there, buddy.
I am Tento.
And his
No,
eyes.
no, full name, Darren.
His
yeah,
flies-
yeah, I
Man,
forgot your
I don't
full
wanna
name.
try- I don't wanna
his
try pronouncing that
eyes, his
shit.
eyes flash open, and he yells, "Are you Tentolorosi Rizacardia?"
Yes.
And Leonakis almost breaks out into a mad grin laugh as the chain of Black Eagle striking shoots forth to fucking grab around him. And he says, "At last, the blood is returned." And,
No, that can't be good.
Can Lonnie at this point like tell Lumi he's like, there's trouble.
Send
Yep.
Zion, send Zion.
so,
Oh
Leonakis...
no, all three of them better be coming.
This is a team effort. Let's go.
Leonakis makes an acrobatics, fails it, and is considered grappled and dragged next to you, loses reach. She moves 20 feet in a straight line. Okay, so you can't go over him, but you can drag him off his. Okay, do you want to drag him off the platform?
Yeah, sure.
All right,
So like,
you can run on water, but are you still running?
No.
Can you stand still on water?
No.
You splash into the water.
Mhm.
You go down into the water. Blue light suffuses all around you. Make me a wisdom save. Tento, gain
Yes.
additional insight. Despite the fact that your mind is being dominated, you can tell that Leonakis seems to have done something. His staff and his self are both casting spells. You're not sure how to understand that, other than you know that it will be important in the fight to come.
okay.
Tyr.
What fight? We're not having one of those, right?
Tyr, you feel deathly waters closing in around you as everybody put yourself on the initiative order, because it's time for a fight.
Oops. I forgot to use.
am
Sorry. Let me
curious.
just press this real quick. Damn, Tier. I saw it
Is-
T and got excited. I was like,
Ooh,
oh, yay,
nice.
I rolled nice.
Actually, do you want the picture just to go on your turn?
Yeah.
All right.
I honestly think that's just easier.
Yep.
Because
all
like
right.
they can't do anything without a command anyways.
Here. You have Leonakis wrapped in chain with you in the water. His eyes seem his good eye seems wild with excitement. Upon the announcement, the orders were telepathic, so you heard Tento say Tento, and then yes, and this guy cackles and says, "The blood is returned," as you wrap him in chain and drag him into the water.
I'm going to. I don't know how this works. If I start running, do I go back to being able to?
Do you?
run
Can you?
on
Can he run upwards in water?
There's a stone pillar directly to your north that you can run up even though you're underwater.
Yeah.
Or actually, running up walls is easier in water. What am I saying?
Well, is it like stairs? Does he like need to climb up, or like what is he doing?
You're like
So I
running
guess
up.
I'll run up the pillar.
All right, so you move
and
15
then-
feet to get out of the water.
Yeah. Am I
Drag him with you.
dragging with me? Okay. Cool. From here. Yeah, I'm just going in.
And yeah, so roll me your damage. And so his blood goes everywhere. And
kind
he
of
looks,
blood?
He looks up at you. It's halfling blood, but it almost looks like darker than it should be. It splashes in the water, and everywhere his blood splashes into the water, you see like more of the glow. And he looks at you and he says, "You idiot! Do you have any idea where Tentolorosi's been?
With us?
Raised in a Fey court and planted for the perfect time after he was offered up by his cultist mother." You've been played like a fool. The Fae have us at each other's throats.
Oh, that's not good.
So why are you at our throat?
Because
I
you're
don't think you can-
obviously here for them, you fucking... And he doesn't have any more time to explain this 10-second gap, but here, you've just done your main go. Do you have a bonus action you want to use?
After hearing that, like Tyr was about to punch the shit out of him. He stops and looks at Tento.
Tento is very much so shocked at hearing this. Like, what? wait. Does dominating my mind do anything? Is that over?
So you
I
still...
talk?
No, you're still charmed.
You're still dominated, but while Target's trying to tell like the link, you can use. I don't think it stops you from doing other stuff. I just think that you have to obey the commands.
Okay. I'm
Mhm.
like, I'm what? What happened?
Oh, yeah, you're not brain dead or anything.
Okay. Tento is so much very confused. Like, my mother did what and the what? What are you talking about?
And he says, "Oh, I wonder, does he even know? Your mother was a Fae-pact warlock. She went to the shrine deep in the woe, and there sent you away to her patron. That's how she got you away from us. She knew she couldn't make it out of the woods, being chased. So she went to the one place she could make sure we never found you, until the time of your return."
Why? Oh, this is.
"Tell me, Tentellorosi, what do you think you know?" he says, hanging, like, in the chains of Black Eagle's blanket.
The most anticlimactic way to
Apparently.
give a speech.
Apparently, I don't know enough. Well,
And-
good thing you're tied up. So tell me, what do I
Yeah.
need to know? Why were you chasing me? Why were you chasing my mother?
As this is happening, you see those spirits that I mentioned earlier, the skeletal spirits,
Mhm.
float a bit closer. You see a deer, you see a grand fish, you see a bear,
Why do I need to be here?
and he says, "The 3-in-1 are strengthening. Tentellorosi's blood could be used to rebind the pact and strengthen the forest, or by a Fey interloper used in the 2-in-1 to undo it all and rip this pool open. I'd wager me left nut that they intend to turn the pool into a portal to the Feyways."
So you were just casually bathing in this sacred pool?
"No, I was performing an important ritual of magic." And,
How much
Orochi.
speed?
Yeah, sorry.
How much speed did I use to get up to this point?
Oh, only the 15 feet.
Okay. And I'm just gonna use. I have 30 feet left. Is it half movement dragging him?
Mm-hmm.
Then I will drag him over here.
So, Orochi, you in particular have made mention of something a few times. Roll me an investigate.
The spirited undead thing?
Mm-hmm.
Average.
It's dark. There's a lot of splashing. You're mostly relying on the wind right now. Who knows? See, that's your turn, right?
Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Orochi, it's your turn.
So then, are we leaving?
It'd probably be better if I wasn't near his pool. Yeah. I don't know, maybe. Do we need to leave? I look at the uncle.
He looks at you, and he thinks telepathically to you. Have you been ordered to come here?
No. I just
And then he says, "Do you know the name of your mother's patron?" The answer to that question is no.
okay. That's what I say. Is it no? Have you told me before? No.
And he thinks, if that is Tentolorosi, someone prick him with black iron.
Alright, I'm not hearing
I
objection,
think-
so I'm gonna
I-
throw lightning.
Wait. I think I'm the only one with black iron.
I
no.
mean,
no, wait.
is
you-
Black Eagle striking
You know
not
what?
Black Iron?
He said some. I guess I'll do it to myself. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
Just
and
like-
yeah, it's regular blood. And he says, it's perhaps a very finely crafted simulacrum. No, it's possible even you don't know. I
Yeah.
wonder if they've meddled with your memories.
Tento, why are you stabbing yourself? Is he asking you to hurt yourself?
Not
Getting ready to
like,
throw lightning.
No, he's just kidding. No, he was just wondering if I was a fae.
And
He's got-
Leonakis.
sorry, changeling.
What?
Sorry, a changeling. I don't.
We've tested this so many times.
I mean, yeah, but like
Bonnie,
he's
you're
not
just
there for that.
looking between everyone, very confused.
Alright.
Yeah. So Orochi, what do you want to do on your turn? I mean, this is like a 10-second window. A lot of dialogue has transpired and stuff like that. But you're
That's
gonna
right.
pass your turn if you don't make an action at this juncture,
Um,
or you could delay
I'm
an
going
action.
to. I'm gonna move 30 feet away. Specifically, I'm carrying someone, so my movement's also halved.
Oh, you're still carrying me?
Yeah, we're still up in the air. We're still screaming down.
So you want to move like 30 feet to the south or something?
Yeah, like towards the hedge line.
All right.
And then I ready an action to throw down at Leonakas if he's following.
Okay, so you need, in terms of 30 more is
I mean, we can just move ourselves just 5 feet away and just understand that we're not.
it might matter.
close.
So 60,
Oh, okay.
70.
I like that Shinji actually like, oh, all right.
Oh, I see, I see.
Power, so 1,400 plus 420, 820. No, don't fuck it up, please. Thank you. I hate that scroll wheel feature. Save changes. This might fuck the scene up a little, but I don't think it will be too bad. Okay, yeah, no, there's just space there now. Good.
Do you see what I see?
Yeah, so you fly back here. And Leonakis says, "Wait, don't abscond with him.
What do you mean?
Now that I know who he is. You haven't arrived by accident. There are
No,
wheels
we
within
literally
the
came
wheels.
here by coincidence. We've been telling you the truth the whole time. You don't want to hear our truth, so
He
we're
looks.
leaving.
He looks at Lonnie. Lonnie, I don't think you can speak normally right now, can you? But you
No.
speak Parvia.
Nope. Also, I don't have my translator with me, so I literally have no clue what the fuck is going on, except
Oroshi's-
Tento said his name.
Orochi, is that your turn?
Yeah, I'm just using my hold my action. That's it.
Lonnie, what do you want to do?
Well, he's gonna ask the pixie to cast the spell magic, because Tento wouldn't have given that up freely.
All right.
There's a pixie understand Parvia.
Now, how does that just
Yeah.
succeed on a spell below a certain level, right? But it's a
wait,
it's a
I
fifth level
got
spell.
there. I mean, I is.
In case you got to want me to
Wait.
pose a text.
Is he making an int check or something? I wanna
don't
say.
consume- I guess she
Okay, so
makes
there's
a
16.
ability check.
Yeah, so DC 15.
Using the spell casting ability.
Probably wisdom.
So, no, it's charisma for them.
Ah.
It's an ability check. Nope.
So Yeah, it remains on
That's a hot no.
Tento for the moment.
Lonnie is gonna activate the transcendental bond and ask like, what is going on? Why did Scout say his name? I thought we were trying to keep that hidden.
I don't know. We don't know
You
what's
guys a
going
spell on
on,
me.
and we're trying to leave.
You guys a spell on me. I have to answer him. I don't have a choice.
I mean, you always have a choice, Tento. I don't know.
Not in this case.
Oh, you're still telling the truth. Okay.
So we're leaving. Lonnie is just gonna, I guess, start moving this way because she doesn't really know what else. Like, is he fighting us? Like,
I think he's just yelling at us.
I think Tyr's got him, but Tyr needs to leave too.
doesn't
just
have the
killing him?
bond.
We're not killing him.
Delay
Does Tyr have the bond?
What?
Yeah. Does Tyr have the bond?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. It's under features. It's under this. Tento, Zion, Orochi, and Tyr.
Okay.
And yeah, I guess she'll just spend the turn telling Zion like, hey, we should probably pack our things and go soon. I don't think we should stay here for tonight.
Uh-huh. I've already started packing.
It's
Oh,
'cause you don't
I
have
thought you were
much
gonna
to
say I've
pack.
already left.
I'm not really here, actually.
So yeah, Lonnie's just like backing up. I don't suppose anyone looks. Yeah, I guess that's all she does. She really doesn't know what the fuck is going on. I guess she will bonus action cast Shillelagh just in case, and then ready Sacred Flame if he makes a hostile action towards anyone.
Tento, turn toe. I think is it the beginning or the end of the turn that he resaves?
Usually it's at the end, but I don't know.
Okay, so right now, you're just defending yourself to the best of your ability, and you've received no new orders. So your brain isn't overridden, but you can't act against Leonakis. Like you can't shoot at him.
Okay, I guess we're running. Yeah. I mean, Hiroshi's still holding me, so I'm not quite sure what I can do in this situation.
You gotta wiggle out.
I'm not gonna try to wiggle out because that seems pointless. I guess I'll just let Hiroshi carry me away. Away, my steed.
Oh, oops.
Oh god! Oh my! Oops! I dropped you.
Wait, is there no save? It says
Leonakis.
each time your target takes damage, it makes a new save.
I mean, he correct himself. Did he make a save there?
He didn't take damage from it.
Okay.
He looks at
try.
you. I mean, valid, but he looks at you, and he looks at Tyr, and he does a waving motion. And Tento, the spell is over. You are aware of the fact that you were dominated, but is gone. And he says, I have released him from the spell. Now release me, and you can go. I
How do we know you're
understand
not
what's happening
lying?
here. He looks at you and he says, well, considering the people who came in here to my house, ate my food, and fed me a load of shit with fake names, that's quite the question now, isn't it?
Told the truth every single time.
Well, to be
No, she
fair, actually, I guess we didn't introduce her names here. So yeah, we told the truth.
I don't think we should antagonize him.
He looks,
I can't say any of
he
this.
looks
I mean,
at
your family's
Tyr.
been a piece of shit, so I think. He
Hey,
deserves
that's only my
so-
uncle, not my dad.
So Tyr, do you let him go?
Here, let him go.
it. I don't think you can
Thank you.
whisper that, Darren.
Hmm?
We're a decent distance away.
We still have the transcendental bond.
Oh,
yeah,
that's right, that's
yeah. So it was like, just Tyr, just let him go.
Wait, so why are we? What is going on?
We need to leave the forest because apparently I'm part of some Fae. The Fae want me for whatever reason. I think it's about opening a portal to the world through the lake.
Lonnie turns around and looks at Tento and just says, "Sama."
Well, I don't know either.
Leonaka says to Tento, with 3 of us, your father, myself, and you, we could strengthen. The Fae want to use the 2-in-1, which is all we're capable of, with only your father and I. But with your blood, the power of this village to defend itself would grow. We would be able to look past the problems of today and begin to heal the burn. Think about it, Tentolo Rossi. It's your decision.
Insight.
Yeah, roll an insight.
See? Really on the side of us, or
Well,
is he on the side of the thing?
so he's not... Okay, you don't think he's on the side of the fact. Comma, however, he's not technically speaking... He isn't lying about the 2-in-1 and the 3-in-1. He's not lying about strengthening ritual. But he's definitely... The strength he's talking about generating, he's talking about it being for the village and being for the forest. But you get a deep and abiding sense it's about his own power. On some level, at least. It's not that he doesn't care about his village, or that he doesn't believe what he's saying. But you know that the deep drive here for having Tento and his blood is something else.
In your mind, you mind if I kill him?
No, why?
It kind of sounds like he's trying to sacrifice you for his own gains, Tento.
Yeah.
Just straight up.
How'd you figure that?
I was captured and tortured by a bunch of these people. I can kind of tell.
All right, so Tyr, I assume that
Fair enough.
you keep him held with hostile intent, I presume.
I keep him held.
He looks up at you and he says, "A shame. Another life, we might have been allies." And he touches you on the chest.
I had a readied action.
To Radiant, yeah, so that goes off. He is in chains right next to Tyr. I think he just gets hit by it.
It's I guess it is a dex save.
He's only grappled. Actually, doesn't do anything with dex saves.
Oh, really?
Okay.
It's restrained that does. It gives
All
you
right,
disadvantage.
Tyr, you gonna do anything to block getting
okay.
hit by this?
This isn't an AoE.
No, he's talking about the vampiric touch.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, and Casey, roll a secret flame damage and I'll put it on him. Yes.
I don't have anything, so
Alright, he deals you 12 damage, he heals for 6. Necrotic energy burns you and leaves a cold burn seared into you. And you see him liven a bit in exchange.
Does this seem like the Radiant did more than it should have?
No, although where his skin is seared, it almost looks white and black more than it should. Like the light hangs on him longer than it should. He's gonna attempt to not kick off of you, but just try and sink like a dead weight into the water. So contest that with acrobatics or athletics. Yeah, you hold him. Tyr, it's your turn.
I just continue dragging him out of the water. And Tento hears again.
And what?
He's being a
Oh.
piece of shit.
Are you sure you just want me here to make sure the Fae doesn't get? You don't have any other motives or anything like that?
And he says, when we complete the ritual, the power of the pool will be immense, reciprocated with the Guardians, channeled through the arcane means I have found to enhance it. We will put an end to the dangers to our people. And then there will be peace. And we will not have to again fear an Oni masked man or the depredations of rival tribes or the cruel dark things that lurk in these woods. I have spent my life chasing the knowledge to drive them off, but I always lacked one thing. You, Tentolorosi.
Does he look crazy?
I
He
mean, roll
did
me.
cackle at us.
He did.
Yeah.
When he realized who you were, he did cackle madly. Give me an insight.
I feel like you could really benefit from isolation. Have you ever thought about being a hermit?
Tento, he is a stable door in the sense that he is unhinged, but he was always a folding curtain to begin with. So, you know, business as usual. He's you think that he is sincerely trying to pursue his goal, which is legitimately, he believes, defending the forest, and more importantly, the village and the people of the village. You think he'd do just about anything if he thought he was forwarding that goal. Is what you get for the 50.
Yeah. You seem a little, I guess, what's the word? Unhinged about it. You know, we could just take a step back and, you know, not try to dominate everyone.
And
Who else agrees with you
he says,
in the council?
he says, for all I knew, you were here to assassinate me on some Fey plot.
That's awfully not the case.
Well, now that I know, because you've told me the truth, Tentolorosi.
We have been telling you the truth.
Oh,
Roshi, we get it.
His name's Bardaga.
They have been telling the truth. I have not. Yes, we get it.
And he says he's wrapped up in the chains, and he's struggling to get free. And he says, "Fine, if I'm not your enemy, then let me go."
Tyr? If you would, please.
You gonna do it?
I will say he did attack us first.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he popped the first shot. He popped the dominate person. Tyr drew first blood. He has responded.
Unfortunately, he is still my uncle and an important man to this village, so it's best that we don't bang up too much. Especially when we leave.
Also, is anyone actually updating Lonnie on any points of the conversation?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Nope.
I just need to know.
I'm just like, what are they talking about?
I would
What's
assume
going
Tyr
on?
has been because he's been doing that so far. But that's just my guess.
Oh, he has?
Yeah,
Fine.
haven't you?
No.
'Cause I did my
Dude.
short like
Dude.
3-word explanation, and then you like explained it actually further.
Tyr's just trying to kill this man.
All right, give his attacks.
Tyr's just
You
trying
got,
to choose
you got him grappled, so I think that's advantage.
Oh, no, not right now.
In the near future.
Okay, but
Yeah.
do you release him?
I'll release him and I'm gonna kick him towards the water.
All right. He doubles over on the ground. Spits deep dark blood, and kind of casts a glance up at all of you, and he just he says, "Go." But he looks at Tento very longingly, and in response to Roshi's earlier question, he says, "The council has put their faith in me as chief Thurge, and my brother, the chief songmaster, play a role. We cannot do it without Tento. Without Tento, we will have to be forced to do what we must to survive against encroaching dire wolves, against fey plots, against
Then do it
the-
without him.
the wars of men." He looks up at Tyr and he says, "Fine. That is Tentorosi's choice."
Tyr turns and leaves.
Alright.
We'll
You
talk
need some
about this
healing?
later. Well, just give me a second, man. There's a lot to process.
Oh, I was talking to your uncle.
And
Yeah. No, I was talking to the uncle too. Yeah. Just give me a sec. I'll tell you what my decision is tomorrow morning.
And Leonakis says, "I don't need anything other than Tentolo's Orosi's cooperation." "Very well then. You're your own man. You'll make your own decision." And he waits and says, "Why haven't you told your father who you really are?"
I have my reasons.
He says, he doesn't look like he trusts that, but he says, "Very well then. It'll be decided in the morning." Oh, because it sounds like Orochi at the end.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's only 1 H difference, isn't it? So you guys, I presume you withdraw, yes?
Unless Tenta wants to get down and talk to him. Yeah, I'd
No.
fly him off.
Nah, I'm good.
The rest of the night in Ilkirana village is gonna feel a little awkward. Bardiga and Zion and Lumi were all on the way, and they meet you outside the tree. You're like, "Hey, we heard there was danger."
Where the danger at?
Yeah, and there's,
Zion has all this stuff.
there's a further 3 pixies here.
You mean so everything's in the bag of holding?
Yeah.
Hey guys, sorry about that. We settled it.
I don't think we did.
What
just
did we
postponed it.
settle? What is going on?
Oh, you know, Lonnie, Fey plots, and the world kind of shit. The
I
usual.
smacked Tento. What do you
Oh.
mean, Fey plots?
Tyr's gonna point Black Eagle striking at Tento.
Yeah, I didn't know, man. Why would I work with you if I had anything with the Fae? I'm as clueless as everyone else. I learned all this shit tonight.
Oh, I fully believe you that you didn't know about any of this. But, like, guess the question is, how do we move forward? I mean, it's not that far off from what we usually expect from you. Everyone wants to hunt you down. And it's just, the list is now a little bit larger.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I didn't think of fucking as far as some Fae thing and the fucking wellness of this freaking village. I don't know what's going on, man.
I'm surprised that your mother's grave's here. It didn't sound like they really liked your mom, so...
They didn't like her. My father loved her.
Oh, it was just your uncle that hated her.
Yeah. Most like my uncle. My father has a lot of say too, so you know, he gets what he wants to. Look,
Well, we can spend the night resting or try to figure out more information.
is Lonnie still clueless?
Yes, because no one's explaining everything except for something about Fey plots.
Yeah, Lonnie, Fae plots. Apparently, when I was a baby, my mother tried to save me from the. Actually, from what?
From your
I
uncle?
guess. Yeah, from my uncle, and she threw me through a Fae portal to her patron.
And that's how he escaped Kokoloi Forest as a baby.
Yeah, so I don't know, Lonnie. I don't know what the fuck's going on either.
Lonnie,
alright?
when you hear him say that, you have a hot flash vision. You see a root in a giant tree. You see an altar rising up from the roots, and in the floor of it, a green glow. You see a wee babe, swaddled in cloth, tossed in, and you see the hand that threw him turn to dust and ash. And just as the portal opens, you see shadows cover your vision. And then it's all gone. You almost feel like there's a second half to the vision, but you can't access it here.
You gotta buy
Quick,
DLC.
tell Lonnie
gotta
more.
buy the
Maybe he'll
DLC.
activate
You gotta
it.
buy a DLC.
You get the deep and abiding sense that for $5.99 you can buy the Tento's backstory DLC and he'll access a new specialization
answers.
tree. Like
Shut
it's
up and
like
take my money.
it's a solid 8 hours of gameplay. You know, it's lost right in there in the mid-late game. But really though, you get the feeling that you need to be at the place to be able to experience the rest of the vision.
Do you know where this happened?
You
Did I ever
know,
mention that?
you know where your mother's grave marker points, in both where it's pointing and where it's truly pointing.
I'm gonna tell Lonnie it's over there. I mean, it's in that direction, but like.
Is it within the village or is it outside?
It's within the village.
Oh
no, I misinterpreted that.
It's a bit outside. It's a bit outside.
It's a little outside the village. Sorry, that's my belly.
It's all good. I was like, oh shit, did he specify it was supposed to be inside the village and I've changed it?
No. It's a little outside the village.
Also, is Tyr still pointing Black Eagle soaring at Tento?
Yep.
Are you?
Oh shit! Alright, so there's already fighting amongst family. Maybe we shouldn't have it here either.
I'm sure Tyr's just too lazy to put his weapon down. I'll be honest with you.
Tyr, I know he does some sketchy stuff, but I don't think it's like Faye sketchy.
Excuse me, I do sketchy stuff with him too.
I think it's more the fact that we now know exactly what's hunting you.
We've seen a lot of Faye, and I don't think any of them recognize him.
It could just be that there was a bigger prize right next to him.
Then Lonnie's like, just like looks at Rose. She's like, "You're not helping."
Are you?
Oh, we're trying to. Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. If we need to throw Tento away, we can.
All right, I expect this kind of answer from Zion, not from you.
I'm
No,
sorry. I'm
Zion
getting
has
a lot of mixed vibes right now. I'm just
Zion
so
has
confused.
issues. I'm not quite sure what yours is. You have at least like basic like manners
We
and
are
common sense.
Tento away.
No, Zion, we're not throwing. And Tyr, put that weapon down. Come on, man. just take a
Alright,
second.
This is why I don't like people in general. It's very confusing. There's so many people that want so many different things.
Barry says,
That right.
listen, I don't know what the fuck is going on here, but it's the middle of the goddamn night, and you just got yourself into what, some sort of scuffle? And we're not skipping town, but now Tyr doesn't trust Tento. What the fuck?
I don't. Let's go back to the room.
All right, but I mean, there's one way in and out of that tree. If the people who live here wake up tomorrow and decide they don't want us to leave on our terms, I would rather not be inside of it. You're sure this is gonna be okay?
Maybe of Zion.
Am I sure it's gonna be okay?
I'd
No.
rather not turn these nice little confectionists into bloodberry tarts.
Oh, I was alluding to the fact that he could just shove everyone away while we just run out. Why? We're not gonna just murder everyone.
That's true. That's very true. Look, it'll be fine. All right. It's just there's a lot of process, and I need a minute, at least a night. Just
Well, good luck with that. It's almost morning.
looks up in the sky. Damn it! Less time I thought.
Yeah, so Tento,
Yes.
there are two potential sources of information that immediately occur to you. Or Lonnie, have you shared the fact that going to the shrine would jostle you, or just you asked where it was?
I just asked where it was. No one else asked why I wanted to know.
Well, so either you go look for evidence of what happened to your mother, really the last place she was known to be, or you could go talk to your dad.
To find out what happened to the motor, it is.
Yeah, Lee, I don't know what you were expecting there.
So the last known location is the Rootwood Fey Shrine. Tento, you know the way. You might be able to get there before daybreak. Do you want to take there and back again before daybreak? Do you want to take the group?
Might as well.
It's that or talk to the dad.
Might as well take the group. Guys, let's just go to the shrine. Maybe we'll find something.
Bardiga's
How about
like,
that?
oh, we're going to a shrine now. All right. I didn't know that you'd gotten religious as well as almost dead. God.
A shrine?
Religious. Yeah. It's
It's the Fey altar that you saw a vision of, Lonnie. Or rather, I mean, you saw a vision of a Fey altar. You don't know if that's the shrine he's talking about.
Oh yeah, I know the name of it, right? What was the name of it again? Sorry.
It is the Rootwood Fey Shrine.
Yeah, the Rootwood Fey Shrine. Apparently, it's relevant.
Why is there a fate?
Please don't ask me that question. I have not been here in so long. I would not know.
Okay.
But it's apparently where my mother was before she yeah.
By the way, we probably shouldn't be here when morning comes.
Yeah, okay, let's go.
So, the group of you head forth, seeking Rootwood Fey Shrine. Tento,
Me.
off of half beleaguered memories, give me a survival roll.
Where the fuck is survival? It's all the way down here. Please? Oh, hey, that's not awful.
Yeah. You managed to lead the group there adeptly.
Yeah! You hear that, guys? I'm confident.
Sometimes.
Alright.
Yeah, so you arrive en suite at the edge of the base of a grand tree. Feel free to deploy yourselves as you will, but it begins to turn inward into an almost sung wood segment to the west. Bardiga has his bow out and arrow knocked and says, "Never just be a nice night's sleep after a big fucking banquet, can it? Aye, aye."
No, this group, Bardiga.
And the pictures last for an hour, right?
Yes.
The pixies are beginning to expire. They will expire soon, but they haven't expired yet. Do you want to do anything with them?
I
You have 4 remain.
I think it's fine unless there happens to be magic right by the shrine.
But you've got a great grand sense of magic from the shrine, and you feel almost like you should turn back. But Tento, you feel as if though you are invited in this place. And if you follow behind Tento, there is no barrier.
Oh wait.
Is
Wait,
Tyr
what's this?
still like pointing a weapon at me? I just like that he's
Oh.
just like constantly pointing a weapon at me.
Oh wait, actually, can I have one of them cast this before they go? Come on, pop it out.
Tyr's weapons are still drawn. Shouldn't have muted.
Why is okay? I need to.
Damn it.
I need to change.
Oroshi's gonna use Eldritch
Oh.
Sight to scope out the area.
Okay, let's try this now.
So okay, so weapons out.
Okay, if you use Eldritch Sight, you see that there is an enchantment of some sort laying over this place. It is to try to ensure that only invited people arrive. However,
Okay.
if a group manages to force their way across the threshold, it will be dispelled for a time.
Tento, before you just waltz in,
You notice that
This-
Tento has already crossed the barrier and has not been rejected.
alright, so Tento, before the rest of us walk out in, there's definitely something here that's stopping from people to just walking in. And if we force our way in, it seems like it's gonna go down.
Well,
I don't know
I'm not
if we
really
should follow you.
forcing my way in. I kind of
Well,
just
you've already actually walked in, so
yeah. That's not really forcing though, now is it?
yes. But for the rest of us,
Just follow me. You'll be fine.
Zion's
how
gonna
do you know
walk in.
this?
Alright, so Zion...
Just follow behind
Did
me.
Zion walk in behind Tento, or is like cross the walk?
Behind Tento.
Alright, so you managed to... You don't have to make a wisdom save when you come behind Tento, but... Roshi, you do get the sense that as Zion crosses the threshold, there is a dispelling of the barrier. Almost an angry hissing around Zion in particular.
Well,
And Tyr. A little angry about Zion and Tyr.
Oh,
Kai.
so
It's
so
out
they
of
hate
character
Kai. Yeah. Can I
Well,
have a
guys, the enchantment's changing. Whatever. The damage is already done, so
There you go. That's the spirit.
Would it be better to just get rid of it, or
I don't think you can get rid of it. It's like everything here. Once we go past these roots, it's like everything in here is
You
enchanted.
see a winding element in the root structure. This darker area is 5 feet up. This lighter area is 10 feet up. And in the center of it, there's something letting off a faint green glow.
But yeah,
I
before
also
we
tap-
proceed any further, can I just have one of the pixies cast Detect Good and Evil?
Yes.
Detect good and evil.
And let's us know if there's Fae nearby.
So, the pixies, I don't know why I'm putting the pixies by Bardiga rather than you. Pixies do get the sense that there might be undead in the woods. And that there's
Within
definitely
30
Fae
feet,
ahead.
by the way.
Yeah,
Just-
but they don't have a well, you get like a precise location if it's within 30 feet, right?
It just says like if I know if there's one within 30 feet, and then also
Oh, okay.
where it's located. So I don't know anything past 30 feet. Just to
Okay,
let you know.
so you know that it is this is consecrated ground ahead of you.
I would hope a shrine has consecrated ground.
Yeah, so you guys are free to move in and position yourselves where you'd like to be. Bardiga
Okay.
hangs
But no-
like in this root nook with his bow and arrow out, and he's like, "Do whatever you got to do."
I
But
do
there's
tap.
no Fae within 30 feet, or there is.
There is no Fae within 30 feet of you right now.
Okay. I'm content with that being the last thing the pixies do if Orochi tells me that we should not dispel the barrier.
All right. Potento.
I do tap Tyr in the shoulder as we're walking in. It's like, also a heads up, whatever enchantment is here, it seems to be concentrating on you and Zion. Just
if
so you know, we're
they are
at a face
involved,
shrine.
it would make sense that it will concentrate on me.
I'm assuming it's concentrating on Zion as the one who broke the enchantment. But just FYI.
Yeah. So you guys march up to the, or rather, Tento. You have a strong sense of deja vu. You remember this, the feeling of your mother. You can almost hear her voice. You know that you were on the altar.
I guess I'm just gonna walk closer to the altar.
Lonnie, you feel you were close to a revelation. If only you could grow closer.
Quick, Zion, toss him in.
So, I get it. If I experience it again, then I can remember everything.
Yeah. So is this where everyone is? Like, is Lonnie like hanging out deliberately?
Oh, okay. If everyone else goes in, then yeah. I wasn't sure what the whole barrier situation was.
Oh yeah, yeah. So it's like it wasn't a physical thing ever, but like if you tried to walk in without tension, you might have like been like, oh shit, no, I have to go somewhere else. Tento, walk where you want. There's more or less this stair route up around the edge, this 10-foot tall platform.
Okay.
And
Going up the stairs.
Lonnie, you get a feeling like you're very close to a revelation. Then you come up the stairs and you look down, you see this strange pattern. It's almost like there's a thin filament layer of, maybe not amber, but some sort of like thin wood over this green glow below. You could almost hear a voice, Tento.
Oh, what's going on?
Same. Tento looks around, I was like, what's that?
It takes a moment, but you begin to hear a voice.
I hear it now. Good.
And it says,
Oh, hello?
You're looking forward?
Is it me that you're looking for? And it actually says yes. I'm like, oh shit.
Spawnling of my forsworn, a voice flows to you. I am obliged to receive you. And the light
Nope.
begins to pulse and grow larger. And it sort of like begins to peel back and open. And you look down, and there's a green glow within like the center of the altar. Lonnie, your head hurts. You feel tension. You feel a hot burn, and then in your blue eye, you see shadow swirling. Tento is grasped between one hand outstretched and many tendrils of darkness pulling him back.
Pulling him back in what direction?
At the moment, Lonnie just sees like the baby Tento suspended between the two. And
Oh, I thought you were talking about Tento right now.
no, and
Same.
Tento. No, you see baby Tento pulled between an outstretched green hand and many tendrils of shadow.
I'm fine, right?
Is Lonnie like conscious enough to actually like be able to describe what she sees as
Yeah,
it's happening?
yeah, you say that, and Tento, they think to you. You have been denied your youth in my court by meddling outsiders, but I am obliged to receive you. Step forth and enter my realm.
Your court?
Of course.
Who are you?
There's a chortling laughter and says, Who am I? I am the brilliance of the light playing on the dew drops in early spring. I am the torrent of the sun in midsummer. I am the fading of the light and the coming of fall, and the autumn of the leaves turning red the blood of my enemies. I have many names, but you may call me Lenathriel. Come. Your mother gave everything to put you in my charge before the meddler kidnapped you. And now you have returned to this place where I may secret you away to safety. All you need do is step forth.
The rest of us hear all this?
No,
Or
it's
is it just Tento?
Tento is speaking out loud, but he's getting the responses in his brain.
Oh, that's that's good to know. Wait, but what? Where will I go? I'm
You
so
will-
confused. What's going
You
on?
will join me in my ethereal realm, beyond the dirty considerations of the world you've been forced to grow up in. Join me.
Who kidnapped me? What?
The Pretender, imagining himself royal for his profane connections to the dirt.
Who's that? Wait, who?
So, roll me,
Scout, who are you talking to?
roll me an insight to figure out what the fuck he's talking about.
Okay.
Scout, who are you talking to?
There's two possibilities. One, he's talking about your uncle. Two, he's talking about the King in Shadows. And
Oh my god,
and
that was
Lonnie,
a pretty big jump.
as the portal fully opens, you pull back and you see like a bright summer sun and a cool winter shadow contesting, and you see a shadowy figure on an inverted throne drawing upon Tento, pulling him away from an ethereal, almost plastic green, hyper real twisting images of leaves in upon themselves Fey way, drawing him back to the real.
Too bad. I don't think Lonnie knows about the King in Shadows.
You could roll me a religion, but yeah, it's that's what you see.
But I don't want to. No,
And it says,
I'm not gonna leave everything behind.
says, well, do as you wish.
Oh, that was easy.
If that is what the life, body, and soul of your mother meant to you, then I suppose you would be squandered.
Kelsey, please.
Why?
Such a curse, the ingrateful offspring. Look at the elves. Everything we did for them. And now they would fight against their fate. I suppose you are much the same as the company you keep. What can be expected of one who arrives at my shrine in the company of two elves?
What?
And who the fuck are you talking to?
2 elves?
You've made your choice. Embrace it, or embrace me. I confess, this was droll, after so many of your petty human years, to imagine you'd find your way back. But I grow bored. And you got... Lonnie, like, grabs Lumi, like, by the ankle, and, like, looks at you and thinks danger. And you hear, like, seconds after Lumi's warning, deep, ferocious howls breaking over the trees. And Tento, you hear in your mind, oh, there's one such danger of this wary world. I suppose the enchantment has been breached.
Hey, what do you mean 2 elves?
I was obliged to receive you. But if you will not come to my court, then I am not obliged to give you the education to which you are entitled. Make your choice, Tentelerosi. O one who would be changeling in truth, not name. Make your choice, and come to my court. Or don't. I doubt you'll have. The howls and the pounding of paws are coming from the east, hot and heavy.
Guys, we gotta get
But-
going.
But who am I? Who? Well, who was my mother?
Oh, the one who swore her pact to me.
You should long rest. I know.
She was everything to you, and a worthy offering to me. Such was the strength of her soul. In the end, she chose you. But I suppose you won't be choosing the fate she wished for you. A delectable tragedy.
What?
Oh! Orochi. The first of the dire wolves has arrived on the map.
Do I see them coming or not particularly?
In the sense that you see rustles in the vegetation, yes. In the sense that you have a shot, no. You're like nestled up into the gooch of this tree.
Okay.
You get your shot when they arrive on the map.
If I hear them coming, can I ready an action?
Yes.
I'm gonna ready a gusting wind going down this way.
All right. So you ready a gusting wind coming down this way. You guys hear the wind lip up as Orochi begins to buffet back at arriving foes.
Can Lonnie run to the entrance and cast Speak with Plants?
Yeah.
And she would like to. Is this Rota's third level spot? I sure hope so. She would like to make the area difficult terrain.
All right. Yeah. So all of the plants, and just for your enemies, right?
No, but it's at least from what I'm reading the description, it seems like I can turn difficult terrain caused by into ordinary terrain, and then I can also turn ordinary terrain into
Alright.
difficult terrain.
You
So
beseech the leaves and the wood, and they twist and gnarl themselves. Everything in this area is difficult terrain. This direwolf jumps into the. Did I delete that? still
You got
there.
deleted.
And is it a save? I always forget. Roshi.
This one would have been an attack. Because this was just a simple gusting wind.
All right. Oh wait, I thought this was the gust. Oh, sorry. I thought this was the thing that makes the gust line.
Yes, this is.
Okay, roll the attack.
Oh,
But yeah, my hope for later is that I can create a very targeted path. We'll see if that actually, if Lee will actually allow it when the time comes.
It misses. But I'm assuming that
Oof.
the corridor remains difficult terrain.
no, I'm not spending the burn, so the corridor will not remain.
Okay,
Actually, wait.
so this is functionally just an attack.
No, I'm sorry. I can reduce the damage to 0 to keep it for 1 round. So it sticks around for 6 seconds.
Okay. So say for one round, everyone, you have like a turn's worth of movement to react as you hear this shot, and then we're rolling initiative. Tyr, you see there's some weird stuff going on. Tento's looking, and Lumi's back here. What are you guys doing?
Tanto, time's up. We're fighting out of here or we're dying in here.
Yeah, and Tyr, by the way, when you grow closer, you hear a voice in your head. And it says, my, a child of winter. Did your king put this little Ilkiros on a leash and hand him to you? Or did you come back with your puppy and tears in your eyes and beg?
Oof.
Are all the phased assholes?
Yeah,
Most
apparently.
of them.
It's a trend. Data,
It's a
strong data to indicate. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
With my 24 religion check on the King of Shadows, do I at least get to know if he's an asshole or not?
Oh, wait, sorry, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, you recognize the King in Shadow, so you know he's one of the profane, one of the Fae who, when they received the genocide order, denied it and fled to the real, covering the retreat of the elves.
Okay, but now I also want to know if he's an asshole.
You know that actually the 24. You know that the religion that runs the orphanage that Tento grew up at is basically a King in Shadows cult front. The Father of Mercy is the King in Shadows. It's just what the King in Shadows is publicly referred to, because the King in Shadows has a bit more of a crime rap, and the Father of Mercy is a bit more of a generosity rap.
Oh, I mean, I guess we've seen him send blue letters and stuff. Okay,
Yeah, so
Here's
cool.
just gonna say, I'm coming for your head next. And then he's gonna swing at the portal.
give me that attack. The blade seizes in, and there was like instantly, not unlike the wood earlier twisting at Lonnie's behest, to become difficult terrain. Like the wood instantly grows in like a spike, almost like the Earthblood Fortress repairing itself, all around trying to catch the blade. Break, 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 twisting, scattering. You stab down and rend, and the light goes dim, and there is a faint green suggestion at the bottom of this divot. I don't know. We'll see if we can. All of you. So Tyr. Yeah, this shrine don't seem to be in a tip-top shape at the moment as Black Eagle Striking emerges.
Is this ground now desecrated ground?
It's on the way. Tento and Tyr, do you want to hold here or like leap into? Actually, I think at that juncture, Tyr's done his thing. Tento, you stood here thinking, Lumi can be wherever you want. Lollygaggers with the raid. I think we're combat time.
Lonnie, I think, would have asked Lumi to get ready to pull Tento away if something happens.
I guess I'm not going.
Alright, the Lollygaggers with a raid.
She's just sitting there staring at you.
Oh, this is a lot to digest. Tento turns
You
out.
join us as the direwolves close in on the Fey shrine where Tento's mother sacrificed herself to send him to the court of her patron. But then a different Fey interceded.
Hey, Cabancho, I'm
Remember what
sorry that we buried you in a place with so many big wolves.
Remember my joke earlier where a wolf's gonna come crashing through the window? I feel like that's coming to life right now.
What are you talking about? That's not gonna happen. You're crazy.
Alright.
So, Orochi,
Okay. Whoops. Wait, let me
I
roll
guess
initiative.
I say at the end of your next turn.
You already did.
I
Already
apologize for
did?
everyone. Orochi,
Oh,
at the end of
thanks.
your next turn, I think it goes away. Or just surprise. Yeah, I want it to be in
It's
place
6
for, at
rounds for
least-
1 round, so however you want to interpret that, I'll take it.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna say your next turn it goes away. So
Okay.
there's a gust of wind just blowing by all the branches of trees. Hello, Raiders. Hello, John Maxuda. Hello, everyone. Big ups. Love the log gaggers. What y'all playing tonight? The wind is still blowing that you've put in place with your wave burner powers. And this dire wolf is definitely going to force his way in, but, taking a little bit longer now. What do you want to do? You see all of this ground has become difficult terrain as it all twists into knots as Lonnie reaches out her hands and it...
And talks to some plants.
Yep.
Job, Lonnie.
The most epic way to cast to make difficult terrain.
I'm going to Gathering Power with my movement and then ready my action to do a composite Synaptic Blast.
All right. So you are pumping that shot in on, I'm assuming, the only direwolf you can see.
Yeah, as soon as the direwolf reaches whatever choke point threshold is where I'm gonna do that.
All right. So put a little, or I'll put a little. I'm gonna have a good
Oh,
clock
wait, no.
here.
I actually went to the wrong one.
I'll put a little sleep Z on you. No, that's gonna be weird. Put a little
Wasn't there a
star
clock
on
one?
you. There
Oh,
was
I
on
was
20.
there.
So Roshi, that's your go.
Yeah.
Lonnie, it's your turn. Big wolves coming. You like wolves, right?
Yeah. Also, Tyr definitely has higher dex than me.
Oh yes, modestly. Updating the combatant 19.5.
But your tier.
Shit, he's right.
Zach definitely has more Dex than Tier.
How could you be so right but so
All
wrong
right.
at the same
All
time?
right, tier on tier, neck and neck, but this tier pulls slightly out of the other tier. All right, Zach, let's do it.
All right.
Okay, Zach, let's.
He's gonna push farther in to try to completely extinguish whatever light that is in there.
All right, so you get the feeling you're gonna have to get down in the hole if you want to do that.
Yep.
You
Here, don't do
slide
it.
in past
Is
all
this
the
where we
broken
split
wood.
the party?
The wood tries to like reach up to stab into you like spike traps. Give me an acrobatics to slide by. You slide by, and now you have, with the 24, you perfectly line this up. You have an advantage on this. You think that with one perfectly placed strike, you can channel your key into the conduit and crack it.
Okay.
Alright. That'll still be a hit even with your fist. Spend one key point, and the light is replaced with fulminating. It doesn't do this well. Yeah, because this is supposed to, like, the color is already supposed to be. Hold on, one moment. Darkness. Darkness fills the gap. So. You think that you have plugged the hole, so to speak.
All right. I'll hop
You are-
out.
Alright, yeah, so you moved 5, 10, you moved like 40 feet overall.
Here, what did you do?
Lonnie, this is now desecrated ground.
Oh, that's what he did.
And your pixies around this juncture are like, woof, glad I'm clocking out, and poof away.
Peace.
Alright, Tier, anything else you want to do on your turn?
I guess bonus action. I will shadow step out of the hole.
You're just not gonna answer my question. You're just gonna leave me. All right.
I destroyed the way.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Alright,
I'm
so
very.
it's your turn?
Yep.
Lonnie's turn.
Do these dire wolves look undead?
No, these ones look distinctly alive. You can't just passively understand what wolves are saying, can you?
I almost can.
Essentially, I speak with animals as a cantrip, and like unless there's a circumstance that I don't think I can cast it.
Alright, so you got it. Okay.
Yeah.
You hear them cry.
Or you have another concentration spell.
You hear them
It's
cry.
not a concentration spell,
Or,
shit.
and it lasts 10 minutes.
they cry out Hard Fang victory. So they seem to be associated with the Hard Fang group. So,
Oh right, they're
The
like
long
what
pause versus the
2?
hard fangs.
yeah, the Hard Fangs are the one that are pressing out and threatening greatly from their territory due to the imbalance of the Long Paws getting fucked up by the march.
Lonnie is just going to say like we are not with the Long Fang. Was it?
Long Paws.
Long
Oh, Long Paws.
And they say, "No, you're our dinner."
paw. He just said, "Nah, but we're gonna eat you though."
Carbancho!
I'm just having horrible
Um,
flashbacks.
In a better
Can
place.
Sacred Flame says it has to target a creature. Is there any way for like her to just target the ground in front of it, or no?
If you want to like pop a warning shot, sure.
Yeah. Lonnie is going to do that and say like we're not meals worth your time.
A beam of light strikes down, and it growls back, and it says, "Petty tricks won't save you."
Oh, that's my action. I guess bonus action, cast Shillelagh. And
Are you
I guess so.
Are you like barking back and forth at them?
I guess so.
This is normal for Lonnie. It's fine.
Vargas says,
Five,
"I don't suppose you
10,
decided they're your
15,
friends now,
20,
Lonnie, because I'm ready to
25,
shoot the first one that
30,
comes in down here."
35, 40, I think.
Okay, so you move Lumi.
Lonnie will back up and use half her movement to ride Lumi.
Mounted. Alright, Bardigo readies an attack. Tento, it's your turn, Toe.
Can Lumi just growl at them?
I guess Tinto's moving, and he's like, okay, I guess we're done here. 25. So, look right here for now. It's like, okay, so what's the situation?
Yeah, they growl, they howl and cackle and say, "Your pack walks on 2 legs. Too slow, too slow." To which Lumi says, "Enough legs to tread on your corpses when we're done."
Whoa!
Damn!
You know, she still knows how to talk shit, you know, wolf on wolf.
Lumi's a bad bitch.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining what she's like saying to about all of you guys all the time, and none of you guys understand.
So Tenta, you're awake. You're here. You don't give a fuck about the difficult terrain because it's natural, and you're an Ilkiros, you know. So where are you off to, laddie?
I guess we're fighting? Are we fighting these things?
I mean, they're right outside. I don't know how we're gonna get out. I don't know how
Fair.
all of us are gonna get out.
Fair enough. Can I shoot at one?
Yeah, you see this one. I mean, this one's gonna have cover from you at this relative angle, or this one actually, you have a pretty clean shot on the southern one. Yeah, you got a clean shot on the southern one.
Cool. Pew!
Oh fuck! All right, yeah, you.
Oh, 15.
A beam of light shoots out, raking through the foe. Roll that damage.
Oh, geez, you're just coming out swinging.
Yeah, the
I
dwarf's
scared
divine
them enough.
discharger rakes through and burns at the leg of this direwolf and lets out a terrible, sickening cry.
Did that scare it?
There-
That's. Oh,
Yeah, they're
Sorry.
hurt, but they're not running away yet.
God. Can we just like not do this? Bonus action. I think reloading my gun does take my main action.
Alright, so you're holding.
Yeah. I guess bonus action. I'll.
You have a certain number of shots until you need to reload, though, so it depends on how many shots.
I
you have
need to.
Oh,
I
you
need
need
to
to, okay.
reload. Yeah, that was the last shot in that magazine.
left. Alright, so that's your go?
Yeah, right there.
Alright, it's the direwolf's turn. This wind tunnel's still here, so it's difficult terrain, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
That would bump
Orochi, you get the shot, Orochi.
I don't suppose there's such a thing as double difficult terrain, right?
In older editions
Not
there
by rules
were.
written.
In this edition, no.
Double difficult terrain.
Because right now everything is kind of
The
difficult
wind
terrain.
and the ground, yep. That's a clean fucking hit, give me that damage, and then is an int save for the synaptic blast, it just happens.
Whiz save.
Okay, yeah, it's fucking dazed and stupid. And in this stupid daze,
Oh,
Yes.
that's interesting. Because he's staggered for 1 round, which means for the rest of his turn and his next turn, he's staggered.
but that would be the next round. So here's what I'm gonna say: it's already chosen to move. It can't choose to make an action at this point, I think.
Oh,
So it runs up to Lonnie and Lumi because it has 15 feet of movement. It can get here even at difficult terrain,
Jesus.
but it can't do shit.
Yeah, remember how Lumi has 40 feet of movement?
Yeah, that's true.
So this direwolf comes up behind it. 5, 10, 15, 20. 25, 30. 40, da, 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 da. Comes here. 40. Yeah, it has the movement for this. It comes up to Tento. And, wait a minute. Oh, shit, did the reference break? Sorry, folks, I am a little new at, this.
Wait, are these the I'm just curious because it says undead direwolf.
That was wrong. These
Okay.
are live direwolves. I was doing something.
Okay.
Oh, fuck. Another.
fine.
We know how
Oh.
crit wolf attacks go in this game. Get ready, Tento. Also make a strength save. Oh, wait, ignore that one. Ignore that one. I'm rolling the crit.
Okay.
14. And then make the strength save. These are live direwolves. You're
I'm
good.
going to have that.
Alright.
So I take 7.
Zion's gonna punch the wolf.
Sure.
Wait, are you sure you don't mean tear? Punching?
Zion's
Thunder
turn.
Gauntlet breaks in.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait,
you have
there's
advantage. Yeah, you're flanking.
Advantage, yeah. 15.
Oh, wait. Fuck. You doing that as a reaction somehow?
Yeah, Sentinel.
Sentry.
Sentinel.
Sentinel.
Oh, right, okay. For a second I thought we moved on to your turn. I'm like, what? Yeah, okay, yeah, no, so you, So yeah, you hit, give me the damage. Thunder Gauntlets crash, and then as you crack at their tail, and they go, "Meow." Okay, so that's your turn? Or then, no, that's your reaction.
Mm-hmm.
This direwolf runs up and gets the flank on you to bite at Zion with advantage. I believe breaking its
hits.
AC. Dealing 11 damage, and you have a strength save to make. 3 more direwolves
I-
arrive at the edge of the map. They don't have the movement or opportunity to get at you right now, but hey, they're here. Zion is knocked prone. Additionally, you know that they're fighting very well together as a pack. Zion, it's your turn.
Alright, guess I'll stand up.
Boop.
And I will. Where the heck did I hit? Alright, first I will use the tattoo to cast Shield of Faith. So my AC is 25 now. And then,
Just, no big deal.
yeah. I will hit the one that's on 10.
Alright,
Is
That
it an
is it,
action
that's
to use the
the-
attack 2 though?
give me that damage.
Hmm?
Isn't it an action to use attack 2?
What do you mean?
The spell or
It's
attack
a
2 is
bonus.
oh, it's a bonus action?
Alright.
It's essentially you get
the-
to cast the spell.
Yeah.
So if the spell's a
What is
bonus
this
action
spell?
spell.
Yeah, alright. You hit, give me the damage. Also, I really should have picked like a more like violent track for this fight. Like, shit's fucked. I like how I said more violent track and started playing this. I mean, you are dancing with them, so it is appropriate in that way. You did an 11, you did
It's
10.
my turn.
Alright, yeah, you
I
fuck
scream
it
out,
up.
Zion, scoot over.
Oh,
And you see me lining up.
Amazing. Oh god, Shin is salivating.
So when Lumi said trample on their corpses, she meant dancing, right?
Yeah, she did to this song. She's gonna like put on like a fucking like she's gonna put on the full flamenco when this is done.
Alright,
So I think that we both know what comes next here, Shimba. It's your turn.
So I'm going to spend my movement gathering power and spend my last internal buffer to do a composite torrent.
Wait, but sorry, Zion, what spell did you cast with the spell type 2 again?
Shield of Faith.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right, you shield of phase up. All right. So, the torrent,
60 feet.
and this is deck saves, right? Yep.
Yep.
A fail and 2 passes. Is that
Dang.
halved on success or ignored on success?
Halved on success.
Okay, so the first one knocked over. Its neck cracks. It's fucking down. Melisita with the raid. How's it going? The direwolf's neck is
blast.
cracked by the blast, and then this one also destroyed by the blast. The one in rear alone managing to survive that. You've drawn first blood, and that's, you know, a third of them down. With a single decisive blow of the wind, Orochi.
With a storm.
Yeah, and your wind tunnel ends at this juncture.
If anyone looks backwards, you see him pivot. And I say, Lonnie, scoot over.
Excuse me, coming through. I'm walking here.
Lonnie looks back and she's like points her staff that way and then that way.
Doesn't matter. Just don't stand there.
So Orochi, that's your go, right?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Oh fuck! Why did I take you off the fucking tracker? God, I keep hitting the wrong button. You were going first anyway, right?
Yeah, I was going first. So.
All right, good. I haven't fucked anything up too bad then. I was just trying to remove a marker.
Too powerful. You're trying to take me off this combat.
Tyr, it's your turn. Raid. Lisa, to his wonderful channel. How was your game tonight? How's your D&D? You were playing D&D too? Oh my gosh.
Oh, speak with plants is in concentration? Okay.
I think this shows up, right? You see the orange, like, arrows or whatever?
What?
Maybe I'm tripping. If you look on stream, you'll see what I mean. Okay, so you run up. Which one are you attacking?
This.
Alright. Lightyear striking rakes out. Give me that attack. That's it. Give me the damage. Yeah, you open its side and they let out a howl. And there's blood and death. The first strike kills him if you want to try the second one to this direwolf.
Yeah.
You chop this one's muzzle and blood splatters. Around this juncture, you get the feeling that the direwolves are maybe reconsidering their hubris. Strongly reconsidering their hubris.
Yeah, that's right. Fuck you guys. Gave you the chance.
Bonus action. Tyr's gonna shadow step onto a branch on this tree.
So you shaft over to the branch.
And he'll stay there.
Right, you're like 15 feet up. That's still within swiping range of the large creature, but okay. Lonnie, it's your turn. Easy.
Lonnie is going to say to the last ones, like, this is your last chance before you turn into our dinner instead.
Ooh.
They howl retreat. And yeah, it seems to be their response. Retreat! Gone is
Sounds like an aggressive howl attack.
God. Orochi,
Lonnie.
you're on PD.
Oroshi's just out for blood.
Pocket Poncho!
Lonnie will ask Lumi to climb onto this corpse, and she will ready. Can you
Dance?
ready an action?
Ready, dance. Yeah.
Can you ready an attack for if they retreat, and then also trigger op?
Yeah, technically speaking.
Well, anyway, she'll ready to attack if this one attacks tries to attack anything else.
Bard
And
says,
that will be
are
her
they
turn.
retreating? Are we supposed to shoot them?
Are we? Tento reloads his gun.
Lonnie will shake her head.
All right, Tento, anything else on your turn?
Nope, if Lonnie says that's all.
The
done,
dire
then
wolves
it's
all
done.
disengage and run away. I think the only person who could ignore the disengage would be Zion, and none of them are in op range. So they disappear into the wood, howling in pain.
I gave you a warning shot.
Fair, Sacred Flame not that much damage compared to what you guys start whipping out.
Yeah, I know.
So
I was hoping shiny fire would scare them.
Shiny Lightning did.
the fight is over. You have beaten them back, and you feel they've retreated from this section of the woods. You've gained some knowledge, and Tyr has definitely done something to this place. The enchantment doesn't seem to linger here any longer. If it does, only a faint suggestion. You're not sure what will become of this place now that the deeds you've done here have occurred, but Bardic looks around and says,
Actually, desecrating whole. Actually, can you count that as holy? Other way. Sacred places. There we go.
Bardic says, I guess it's time for us to fuck off then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Let's not get trapped
Can-
here.
Can Lonnie try to loot the wolves for some meat for dinner?
Do you want to like butcher them? Yeah, go me survival.
Lonnie is gonna guidance herself for this.
We want to drag these to town or let the townspeople know that this is here. People are starving.
They're not starving.
They're not
Satyrs.
starving. The satyrs
Satyrs.
are.
Yeah.
And they're apparently coming close by today, so.
Yeah, you managed to butcher 3 neat sets of fucking direwolf meat. You
Do
even
I get a
preserve
pelt by chance?
you even preserve the pelts and eyes perfectly.
How many?
Oh, what?
Like all
Fuck,
3, or
Lonnie,
is this
what are you
just for
doing?
All 3.
Lonnie, what are you doing? Can we just go, please?
No, the satyrs asked us to help them.
I'm sure they didn't mean for this, though.
No, they
I'm-
said they were starving.
Lonnie is like
We
coated.
want
Lonnie is
I'm pretty
coated in
sure
blood, and
Lonnie
she just has
isn't-
sacks full of like all of like the cut and fine. You see, she perfectly
She has a bag
extracts.
of holding.
She perfectly extracts the organs, like the intestines, the hearts, the livers of these direwolves, perfectly cut out, prepared to be like stuffed with spices and boiled. Like this shit is gonna be lit.
Guarantee you Lonnie's not doing this to feed the satyrs.
Yeah. With the direwolf blood fresh across you, and the night giving way to day, really, as the sun's starting to come up. Do you want to hurry back to town?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
There's
So
no reason not to run.
the party heads forth and into an uncertain day. Tento, as you walk forth, what are you thinking about your uncle's offer, considering what you've learned here?
I think he would do it just to make sure the village survives.
We'll see what comes of that resolution as you step out with the sun rising ahead of you through the tree and the leave as you experience the culture shock of Kokoli Forest. So, with that, it's feedback phase. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Diesel Shot. We do a feedback phase. We ask the players what's up. You can also give your feedback if you join us on Discord. There's a button in the About section. Casey, hit me with it.
Was not expecting that out of Tento's backstory. Also that. Is very interesting plot. Good job like hinting at the sketchiness, but also like not outright saying it. And yeah, very uncomfortable conversation, but I guess it was worth it to find out all of this. Can't wait to see Tyr murder Tento in his sleep.
Oh yeah, that can't happen, can it? But Tyr wouldn't do that. Tyr loves me.
You don't know that.
No!
I think I've said this multiple times. The face stuff is very interesting, and it continues to be so. And I can't wait to find out more. I think that is about it.
Nice. Darren.
Yeah, that was fun. Connecting Tento with the Fae is interesting. Like, it get kind of interesting. I did not expect that, to say the least. Like, how you're taking it, or what the direction we're going, is, again, very interesting. I can't wait to see what happens next. Man. My choices has consequences. We'll see what happens next session.
Yeah. Consequences and choices. What happens in the next session? We'll see. We'll see. All right, Shin.
Hey, so I'm loving Darren's backstory. Sorry, Tento's backstory. And I feel like it's been a while since we've had a more casual interaction with anything. Even though it was like kind of like ramping up to be a lot more heated for a little bit.
So was the casual interaction at the lake, or you mean like the dinner party?
Both, honestly. Because most of our interactions up until that point has either been we're talking to straight up friends, or we're talking to people that have been trying to kill us for centuries, kind of deal. And I think this was a good middle ground.
Yeah.
I was like, I would not have called that dinner exactly casual, at least for some of us.
It's casual for me.
I had a good time at the dinner. What are you talking about?
You mean the one you didn't attend?
Yep, that's the one.
Very much enjoyed that battleground setup. I don't know if you could tell. I don't know if you made it with me in mind, but I very much appreciated the battleground setup. And I'm interested in how basically our interaction with Coca-Cola Force is going to be from now on. With however this is going to go down with Tento's family. I feel like we're not going to be too welcome in Coca-Cola Forest, besides the fact that most things in here is trying to kill us.
Yeah, that's natural in Coca-Cola Forest.
Well, I mean, you made friends with the Cabancho backstory moment. You might have an opportunity to make foes with the Tento backstory moment, or more friends. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm excited to see future relations and how all of this goes down, and if we get to go back home.
We all get to go back home.
No, only some of us get to go back. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. So, all right, and that's everything.
Yeah, that's my 2 cents.
Tento from our power, right?
Kai, hit me with it. What's your feelings
Yeah.
after the game? Oh.
It's a great session. I like the backstories, the hints at backstories. And, yeah, fate plots always interesting. Always down to kill some fate.
Yeah.
and asshole face.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like it's it I think we should just wrap this up because it was supposed to be a one shot into a forest.
Mm-hmm.
I think we
Just-
all knew it wasn't gonna be just. a
Yeah,
one shot.
yeah.
But that being said.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I expect at this juncture, whatever decision Nintendo makes of the town, and however the duel goes, is going to be like the remainder of Kokoloi Forest, and I will probably. We might play the overland travel back to the castle, but I'm going to do my best not to drag it out. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Yeah.
So. Yeah. All right. We're looking forward to getting it back to the castle because taking a bit. We'll have that extended rest, and you will learn about the new quest that you can endeavor on.
Just make sure to give us a heads up about the extended rest so we can actually think about what to do. Because I know this adventure has definitely changed what I may or may not like to research.
Yeah, I mean, session after next is what I'm gunning for.
Okay.
Or it's not impossible next session if you guys just walk into town like it's a fucking Western movie and like, you know,
Fuck him up.
big iron on his hip. You know,
Bartiga's gonna throw the tumbleweed.
like this is supposed to be in the shot. Come on, fuck. It glows green when he focuses to toss it, just so.
Yeah. Actually, I can talk to you after the stream.
For sure. I think it's time for us to give a raid to Daleric. We'll see you on the flip. Thank you everyone for joining us. Please consider joining our Discord, following our channel. Every Monday, Dungeons and Dragons. Saturday, Change Stars, Farm Adventures, Slice of Life. Ooh, will there be a beach episode? Who knows? We're gonna go raid. Oop.
When are we getting a beach episode?
That depends
I
on.
want a beach
Probably with less like ghost whales.
It depends on what you vote for. It depends what you guys choose with the adventure.